Hello, everybody! Oh my god, it is really, really, really great to be back. I hope you can all hear me just fine. Hello, Weibo, Apparition, Oe, Vinceboro, Eternal Magician, and Doi. Oh my god, seriously. I really, really, really hope that everything's okay. All right, the microphone is working. Thank you, OA. Thank you. Oh, thank you for telling me that. Seriously. Alrighty then. I am so sorry about yesterday, you guys. You guys are amazing. Seriously. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Oh my god. I am so sorry about yesterday. Anyway, now we can actually just continue on as normal, as everything should have been yesterday. Seriously. I love you all so much, seriously. You guys are so amazing. You know that. I really hope you know that. Anyway. Oh my god. Last time we finished our love trials. And the first round, and Battler is all like, oh, gee, I wonder what happened. This is all so mysterious. Who knows what's gonna go on? As if he doesn't frickin' know. As if he doesn't frickin' know. Seriously. Oh, jeez. As if Battler doesn't know what's gonna happen. Well, like, I really want to know what his endgame is here. And the first twilight has officially happened, and now it is Erika's time to... Oh my god. To try to solve Battler's mystery, only without her super detective powers. Let's see how well she does. As per usual, please tell me if you can hear me or the game okay. And I can't wait to see how Erika's gonna do. Alright? Let's get back into it, as we should have done yesterday. Looks like you've trampled all over the crime scenes by now. Satisfied? Is your inspection complete?
十分です。
Yes, I'm satisfied.
さて、私とあなたの赤と青の論争バトルですが、いかがします？
So, about our war of red and blue.
早速始めますか？
Shall we start right away?
それとも最後にまとめて？
Or do it all at the end?
お預けは俺の性分じゃねえな。
I don't like putting things off.
それはお前もだろうぜ。
I think the same goes for you.
なら、早速この第一の番の密室に切り込ませていただきます。
Let's get started with the closed rooms in the first twilight.
その前に確認です。
First, I'd like to check.
復唱要求に応じるおつもりは？
Do you intend to respond if I ask you to repeat something in red?
内容によるぜ。
Depending on what you say, yes.
すべてに応じる義務はなく、応じない理由も開示しない。
I have no obligation to respond to everything. And I won't reveal my reasons when I refuse.
グッと。
Good!
ではシンプルに密室定義の確認から参りましょう。
Then let's start simple and confirm the definition of a closed room.
ドラノール、
Dolinar!
読み上げてください。
Please read it aloud!
了解です。
Understood.
以下の復唱を要求します。
We demand that the following be repeated. Dolinar spread out one of the scrolls that some official would always spread out when announcing the king in Western fairy tales, and read it aloud.
一つ、
First,
6人の部屋はすべて密室である。
the rooms with the 6 people in them are all closed rooms.
認める。
Acknowledged.
もちろん。ゴーダたちがチェーンを切断するなどして密室を破るまでの話だが、
Of course, that's only until Goda and the others severed the chains and destroyed the closed rooms. Hello, Truths and Falsehoods. Welcome to the stream. At a nod from Dolanor, Cornelia, who stood beside her, started taking notes.
一つ
Second,
密室の定義とは外部より構築不可能であること。
the definition of a closed room implies that it is impossible to construct from the outside.
認める
Acknowledged.
つまり外部からはどんな細工でも密室を構築できないということ。
In other words, no trickery done from the outside could construct a closed room.
チェーンロックを外部より細い針金などで器用にかけ直したなどは認められないということです。
It is not permitted for a chain lock to be reset from the outside by a cleverly used wire, for example.
言われるまでもありません。
I didn't need you to tell me that.
ドラノール、続けてください。
Dolanor, please continue.
一つ、
Third,
密室の定義とは内外を横断する一切の干渉が断絶されていることを指す。
the definition of a closed room implies that all forms of interference that pass between the inside and outside of the room are prevented.
認める
Acknowledged.
ただしノックや声内線電話など一般的な部屋で想定できる干渉方法を否定はしない
Hello, Zia-san. Welcome to the stream. However, I won't deny the kinds of interference you'd expect from a normal room, such as knocks, voices, and the extension telephone line.
一つ、
Fourth,
密室破壊時、室内には犠牲者、ナツヒ、エヴァ、キリエ、ローザ、マリア、バトラ以外存在しない。
at the time of the deconstruction of the closed rooms, none existed within the rooms except the victims, Natsuhi, Eva, Kyrie, Rosa, Maria, and Battler.
認める
Acknowledged. Oh yeah, that's right. I was going to talk about my theory. I completely forgot about that. By the way, Eternal Magician, welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, I did welcome you before. Sorry. Oh jeez. Okay. Yeah. When there's a break in scenes, I'll talk about it then. In this way, they could confirm whether or not the culprit had been hiding inside a closed room. If the culprit had slipped out of the room after the discoverers had noticed the murders and then walked away, it would have been possible to construct an illusion of a closed room. Because Battler had acknowledged their statement with the red truth, the possibility that the culprit and the victim had both been inside the closed room at the time of the crime, and that the culprit had been hidden underneath the bed and snuck out after the discovery of the crime, had been denied.
一つ、
Fifth,
密室破壊時以降に殺人は行われていない。
no murder was committed after the deconstruction of the closed rooms.
拒否する
I refuse.
なぜです？
Why?
実は密室を破った時点では犠牲者たちが生きてたからですか？
Because the victims were really alive after the closed rooms were destroyed.
そして実は押し入ったクラウスたちが犯人でそこで殺人を行った。
So, Kraus and the others who barged in with the culprits and committed the murders then.
すなわち密室誤殺人だから。これが真相だからですか？
In other words, they were post-closed room murders. Is that why you refuse?
いいえ、違います。
Not at all.
まだ殺人は続くのですから、これ以降に殺人が行われないと赤で宣言することはできません。
Oh, we're getting this theme here. Jeez.
The murders will continue to occur, so that we cannot see in red that no murders will happen after this. Jesus Christ, don't you guys know the epitaph of Twilight by now?
へりくつを。
Sheesh! What twisted logic!
私たちの趣旨は分かってるはずです。
You probably see what we're getting at!
クラウスたちがチェーンを切断して密室を破り、そして中にいた人間を殺した。
Kraus Krause's group caused the chain and destroyed the closed rooms, then killed the people inside.
これに反論してもらいたいだけです。
I just want you to counter this statement from Erika, the greatest detective who ever lived!
エリカ卿、クラウスたちとの不特定多数な言い方では不十分です。
Lady Erika, it is insufficient to refer to Krause's group, an unspecified number of people.
まずは密室破壊後に室内に入った人間を確定すべきです。
You should first determine which humans entered the room after the closed room was deconstructed.
近景
Allow me to speak.
密室に踏み入ったのは犠牲者を除きクラウス、ルドルフ、秀吉、ゴーダの4人の
Accepting the victims, those who entered the closed rooms were Krause, Rudolph, Hideyoshi, and Goda. Hello, Nagels. Welcome to the stream.
近景、
Allow me to speak.
これは聞き取りによるものなり、
This is based on spoken testimony.
他に踏み入った人物がいないという保証はなきなりと知りたてまつれ。
Know that there is no proof that others did not enter.
言われるまでもない。
I know that already, you buffoons!
今のを復唱してもらいましょう。
Let's have you repeat that!
密室破壊後、部屋に入ったのは私を除きクラウス、ルドルフ、秀吉、ゴーダの4人のみである。
After the deconstruction of the closed rooms, then, excluding me, Erika, only Krause, Rudolph, Hideyoshi, and Goda entered the rooms.
いいぜ
Sure.
認める
Acknowledged.
ただしこれは現時点での話だ
However, this only applies to the current point in time.
今後のゲーム展開以下では他の人物が立ち入ることもあり得る
It's possible that some later development in the game will cause more people to enter.
復唱要求。
Repeat it!
クラウス、ルドルフ、秀吉、ゴーダは犯人ではない。
You really think he's gonna repeat that, Erika? You really think he's gonna chop people off the list of culprits for you?
Krause, Rudolph, Hideyoshi, and Goda are not culprits!
Battler put his finger on his chin, deep in thought. The word culprit was fairly broad, and it might serve to greatly restrict the darkness of the witch.
答えてもいいのではないでしょうか。
Why not answer?
もし拒否すれば、クラウスたちが犯人であるという青き真実が残ったままとなります。
If we refuse, their blue truth deeming Krause and the others as culprits will remain.
そうだな
Sure.
認めはするが言い方をさらに厳密にしよ
I'll acknowledge it, but I'll make the language more strict.
うクラウス、ルドルフ、秀吉、ゴーダたち4人は
Krause, Rudolph, Hideyoshi, and Goda.
夏日、エヴァ、キリエ、ローザ、マリエ、バトラたち6人の殺人に関わっていない
There we go. That's very reasonable. We're not involved in the murders of Natsuhi, Eva, Kirie, Rosa, Maria, and Battler. Hello, Moko Moko. Welcome to the stream.
ということは、密室に入ってさえいないそれ以外の人間たちもまた。
And that means it was also impossible for any of the other humans, who didn't even enter the closed room,
殺人に関わることは不可能ということになりますね。
to have been involved with murder, doesn't it?
さあな自分で考えな
Who knows? Think about it yourself.
密室に立ち入らずに密室殺人を成立させる青き真実が提出できるってんだなこっちも赤き真実で返答してもいいぜ
If you think you can build up some blue truth for how a closed room murder can be committed without entering the room, then I'll respond with the red truth.
もっとも俺はお前がこれから提出する青き真実のうちたった一つを打ち破るだけでいい
However, I only need to destroy one of the blue truths you'll be presenting from here on out.
つまり今からお前が遠隔密室殺人のトリック X を青き真実で説明できたとしても
In other words, even if you do manage to use the blue truth and explain this away with some long-distance closed room murder trick X,
必ずしもそれに赤き真実で答える必要はないわけだ
I don't necessarily have to counter that with the red truth. These are the rules of the witch's game. Angie had confirmed these details with Berto in the 4th game. The witch side lays out riddle after riddle that it claims are impossible to carry out except by magic. The human side must use the blue truths to argue that they are explainable with tricks. And if they fail to make a counter-argument with the blue truth for even one of the riddles, that riddle will be considered to have been done by magic, and it will be impossible to deny the existence of a witch. In other words, the witch side only needs to protect any one of its riddles. However, the human side needs to have to fully explain all riddles with the blue truth. And even if the human side manages to explain all of the riddles with the blue truth, if any one of those is successfully countered by the red, the witches will win. That was why, like the strategy the old Beato had adopted at the end, it was sufficient for the witch side to put off their red text counter-arguments until the very last moment, then make a single strike at their opponent's most fragile spot.
いずれにせよ、今の復唱要求には拒否ということですね。
In any event, you refuse to repeat that last one, right?
勘違いするなよ。
Don't get the wrong idea.
復唱要求はお前へのサービスではないんだぜ。
I don't give out red for free. Beato taught me that one.
Why?
From the witch's side perspective, repeating statements made by the human side is just a supplement to make sure that they haven't misunderstood the question. Therefore, they have no obligation to respond to extremely broad demands.
やりますね。魔女側プレイヤーとしてもなかなか頑張るじゃないですか。
Not bad. Looks like you can handle being a player on the witch side pretty well too.
お前とは場数が違うぜ。
Your experience is no match for mine, and your love is nothing compared to mine either.
ドラノール。
Dolanor!
続けます。
Let us continue.
一つ、犠牲者たちは他殺を除くあらゆる方法で死んではいない。
Next, the victims did not die by any method other than homicide.
認める。
Acknowledged.
もちろん、自殺や事故死ではありません。
Of course, there were no suicides or accidental deaths.
一つ、犠牲者は
Seventh, the victims.
ドラノール。それで結構です。
That's enough, Dolanor.
よろしいのですか？
Are you sure?
まだ項目が。
There are still items.
ええ、もう十分です。
Yes, that will do just fine.
現場の状況は確認できました。
I've confirmed the status of the crime scene.
ここから青き真実での反論タイムとしましょう。
Now, interesting, because Battler did not repeat anything in red, actually, here. All he said was acknowledged, which, if you take the meaning of the red truth literally, he kind of didn't confirm any of the things Erika said, except the one about the victims. Like, all he did was acknowledge them. He didn't confirm that what Erika said is true. He literally did not repeat it in red. All he literally said in red was acknowledged, which an acknowledgement of a statement means that you heard it and understood it. That doesn't mean that it's accepted. So, Erika, I don't know if Erika has caught on to this, or if what I'm thinking is even applicable. But it really does look like there might be a loophole that Erika is not seeing here and is not taking advantage of.
Yes, that will do fine. I've confirmed the status of the crime scene. From here on, it's time for me to argue back with the blue truth.
ああ、いいぜ。
Sure, fine.
ご公説を拝聴しようじゃないか。
Oh, you think that's a translation thing? Okay. Let me hear your masterful theories. Though Battler and Erika were enemies, it looked to Beatrice as that they were having a little fun doing this. She was probably slightly jealous of Erika. Oh my god! Could she really? Oh my god. That's because she knows Battler loved doing this with Beatrice. Beatrice thought back on the books she had read in Featherine's library, in which the old her and Battler had fought. That must have been fun as well. During a short break in the family conference, a horrible, brutal mass murder had occurred. The 6 people killed, excluding Battler, had all been women. The remaining men went mad with rage at this cowardice, then broke down sobbing at the sadness of losing their wives over and over again. Why were they all women? How cowardly can a person be? What's wrong with us?
同じ屋根の下にいて自分の家族が殺されてるのに揃いも揃って気づかずのんびりヤニを吸ってたってわけかよ畜生
Here we are, under the same roof, and we're just smoking away, not noticing the members of our own family are getting killed. Damn it!
しかし誰がどうやって
But who? And how?
妻たちは決して無防備ではなかったのだぞ
They were not unguarded.
皆チェーンをしたままだった
The chain was set for all of them.
くだらねえぜそんなこと
Who gives a damn about that?
どうやって殺したかが問題じゃねえ誰が殺したかだけが問題だ
I don't care how they were killed. I just want to know who did it.
なあ、源氏さん、ゴーダさん。
Hey, Genji-san, Goda-san.
親族会議中の屋敷は窓も扉もすべて鍵がかかってたっちゅうんやな。
Were the doors and windows to the mansion locked during the family conference?
はい、
Yes,
それはもう間違いなく。
there can be no doubt.
奥様のお言いつけ通り普段は夜の見回り時に必ず全ての施錠をいたしております
In accordance with Madam's instructions, everything is always locked at the time of the night patrol.
今夜は特別でございましたのでお子様方をゲストハウスへお送りしてからすぐに施錠するようにいたしておりました
Tonight was a special case, so everything was locked up right after seeing the children off to the guest house.
そりゃおかしいぜ
How is that possible?
だったらどうして屋敷にバトラーやマリアちゃんがいるんだ
I mean, Battler and Mario-chan were inside the mansion, right?
入ってこれないはずだろう
They shouldn't have been able to get in, right?
戸締まりがほんまにしっかりしとったらそういうことにはならんはずや。
If everything really was locked up properly, that couldn't have happened.
この二人が屋敷の中にいたことが戸締まりが完全じゃなかったことの証拠とちゃうんかな
Doesn't that prove that the building wasn't completely locked up? Well! He was arguing that Goda's failure to lock up properly might have allowed a stranger to sneak in. At the very least, none of them had known that Battler and Maria had visited the mansion. If those two had come and found everything locked tight, they wouldn't have been able to get inside. If they had rung the doorbell, Goda would have probably heard them from the servant room. But Goda said that nothing of the sort had happened. How they had entered the locked mansion was a complete mystery.
ひょっとするとでございますが、
This is merely an idea, but
例えば奥様方のどなたかがたまたま玄関近くにおいでになり、
what if, for example, what if Madam or someone happened to be near the entrance?
バトラー様たちのノックか呼び鈴に気づいて扉をお開けになったとか。
Noticed Battler-sama and Mario-sama knocking on the door, ringing the bell, and let them in.
そんなわけねえだろ
That couldn't have happened!
その時ゴーダさんは使用人室にいたはずだろう。
You were in the servant room then. Right, Goda-san?
玄関が開いたら使用人室にチャイムが鳴る仕掛けがあったはずだぜ。
Isn't there a chime in the servant room that goes off when the front door opens?
来客に気づかねえわけはねえ。
There's no way you would have missed anyone.
それがその
Yes, but you see.
ゴーダはその時ちょうど皆様方のお言いつけでお飲み物等の配膳にお伺いしておる。
At that time, Goda was serving drinks as you requested,
使用人室に不在でした。
so he was not in the servant room.
なんでこんな大事な日に屋敷の使用人が一人なんだ。
Why was there only one servant in the mansion on such an important day?
どうして源氏さんみたいな重要な人がゲストハウスの当番なんだ。
Why was someone as important as Genji-san on duty in the guest house, damn it?
おかしいじゃねえか。
Does that make any goddamn sense?
どうして使用人室を空っぽにしちまったんだ。
Why was the servant room left empty?
妻がそういうシフトを組んだのだ。
My wife formed those shifts.
よく気の利くゴーダなら親族会議中にも洒落た飲み物を差し入れてくれると期待したのだろう。
She probably hoped that Goda would be kind enough to serve some fashionable drinks so at the family conference as well.
しかしな、クラウス兄さん、
But Kraus Nissan,
親族会議やで。
this is the family conference, right?
一年で一番大切な日やで。
The most important day of the year, right?
そんな日になんでゴーダさん一人だけを屋敷の当番にしたんや。
Why was Goda-san left as the only person on shift in the mansion?
せめてもう一人おったら話は変わってたんとちゃうか。
If there had been just one more person, everything would have been different, wouldn't it?
ねえねえ。
Right? Right?
With a half crying, half enraged, jumbled up expression, Hideyoshi yelled at Goda. I really do like that, Vince. Like, seriously. It really shows how they feel about the people that died. Of course, the culprit who killed everyone was the most to blame and the most despicable. However, even if he understood that, he needed to let off some of his emotions by hating someone that he could see.
皆さんの胸中、心よりお察しします。
I am fully aware of how everyone feels.
ですがどうか落ち着いてください。
However, please calm down.
ゴーダさんの戸締まりが不完全だったか、
Either Goda-san wasn't thorough when locking up,
あるいはゲストハウスから戻ってきたバトラさんとマリアさんを誰かが迎え入れて、その後施錠し忘れたのかは分かりません。
or someone let Butler-san and Maria-san in after they came back from the guest house, and then forgot to lock up afterwards.
ただそれが謎の犯人の侵入と関係があったとは限りません。
However, that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with how the culprits snuck in.
何しろあれだけの大きなお屋敷です。
After all, the mansion is massive.
もっと早い段階から屋敷に入り、ずっと深夜までどこかの部屋で息を殺していたのかもしれません。
They might have come in much earlier and hidden till late at night for all we know.
誰かを疑いたい気持ちはわかりますが、どうか落ち着いてください。
I can understand that you might want to suspect certain people, but please calm down.
客人の言う通りだ。
Our guest is right.
憎むべきは犯人であって、たまたま当番だったゴーダではない。
The culprit is the one we should hate, not the servant who just happened to be on duty.
とにかく落ち着こう。
At any rate, let's calm down.
私とて悔しい。
I feel as terrible as the rest of you.
だが今は 我々が率先して冷静さを取り戻さなくてはどうしようもない。
However, we must take the initiative now and regain our composure.
兄貴、
兄貴。
みんな辛くて悔しい気持ちは同じだ。
Everyone feels just as sad and devastated,
そして犯人を絶対に許したくない。
and none of us will ever forgive the one who did this.
だからこそ我々は冷静を取り戻さなければならないのだ。
For that reason, we must regain our composure.
そうや。
He's right.
わしにもジョージがおる。
I still have Georgie.
クラウス兄さんにはジェシカちゃんがおる。
Kraus Nissan still has Jessica-chan.
そしてルドルフ君も帰りを待つエンジちゃんがおるはずや。
And Rudolph-kun. You still have Angie-chan waiting for you to return, right?
犯人と差し違えたる思うんはまだ早いんや。
It's still too soon to start pointing fingers.
まだ犯人はこの島にいます。
The culprit is still on the island.
そしてこの無残な事件がこれで幕を下ろしたとは限らないのです。
And we can't be sure that this tragic crime is over.
私たちは冷静を取り戻し、これ以上の惨劇を食い止めねばなりません。
We need to stay calm and prevent further tragedies.
Erika's words softly consoled them and gently admonished them. If a servant had said the same thing, Rudolph would probably have jumped on him. However, since it had come from the lips of the guest, a neutral party, it seemed to reach their ears.
落ち着きましょう。
Let's stay cool.
ここには成人の男性が3人もいて、そして銃を持っています。
We have 3 grown men with us and guns as well.
犯行の手口を見る限り、犯人が銃を持っている可能性は低いでしょう。
Judging by the pattern of the murders, the chances of the culprit having a gun are low.
つまり、私たちがしっかりしている限り、もはや犯人に手出しする余地はないということです。
In other words, as long as we keep our heads, the culprit no longer has any way to touch us.
彼女の言う通りだ。
She's right.
後ろ宮の島でこれ以上犯人の好き勝手にさせるわけにはいかん。
We can't let the culprit do as they please any longer on our island.
探し出そう。
Let's find the culprit!
この台風だ。
We're in the middle of a typhoon.
島からは逃げられねえし、雨宿りできる場所だって限られてるはずだ。
They can't escape from the island, and there's only so many places they can take shelter from the rain in. We ain't trapped in here with them. They're trapped in here with us!
この島は案外狭くありません。
Yet this island is larger than you'd think.
残念ですが、この程度の人数で島を探すのは難しいでしょう。
Unfortunately, it would be difficult to search the island with this many people.
何しろ皆さんは見つけたら即座に撃ち殺さんばかりの勢いです。
After all, if you found the culprit, you might shoot them to death on the spot as you are now.
怯えた犯人があの深い森の中に逃げ込んだとしたら簡単には見つけられません。
If the frightened culprit has run into that deep forest, you won't find them easily.
そうやな。
Right.
おとなしく台風が過ぎるのを待って、
We should just wait for the typhoon to pass.
船に警察を呼んでもらい、島中を徹底的に探し回ってもらう方がええやろ。
Have the boat call the police for us and let them thoroughly search the island.
警察はな、すごいで。
The police are incredible.
何百人も来てくれて、ほんまにしらみつぶしで探すんや。
They'll bring hundreds of people and pick through it with a fine-tooth comb.
いくらあの深い森でもな、絶対にあぶり出してみせるで。
And that forest may be deep, but they'll definitely smoke the culprit out.
今一番大事なのは
The most important thing now
これ以上愛する家族を失わないことだ。
is to make sure no more of our beloved family members are taken from us.
ルドルフ、
Rudolph,
お前に万が一があったら帰りを待つエンジェちゃんはどうなる？
if something happens to you, what will happen to Angie-chan back home?
キリエ、
Kiri. Battler. Damn it. Damn it.
お前たちに俺はまだ打ち明けてねえってのに。
I never had a chance to tell you all the truth.
クラウスさん、
Claus-san,
きっといとこ部屋の皆さんも激しく動揺していると思います。
I'm sure that everyone in the cousin room is extremely agitated right now.
クラウスさんが落ち着きを取り戻したところを見せることによって皆さんも少なからず落ち着きを取り戻せると思います。
If you show them that you've regained your composure, I'm sure that will help them relax a lot.
言ってあげてはどうでしょう。
Would you mind heading up there?
そうだ
Hello, Guppy Forest. Welcome to the stream.
Good point.
みんなにこれからのことを話さなければなるまい。
We have to talk with everyone about what we're going to do next.
ゲンジさんとゴーダさんも一緒に上に行ってください。
Yeah, Guppy Forest, that's, you have to just keep in mind where OA lives. Where she lives is, yeah, so just, yeah.
Please go up with him, Genji-san and Goda-san.
シャノンさんやカノンさん、クマサオさんもきっと動揺されてると思います。
I'm sure that Shannon-san, Kanon-san, and Kumasawa-san are all very agitated.
はい。
Yes.
それはもうきっと皆さんも動揺されていることでしょう。
Yes, I'm sure that everyone is quite agitated.
よろしいのですか。
Are you certain?
何かお手伝いできることは他にありませんか。
Is there anything else we can help with?
だからこそクラウスさんと一緒にいてください。
That's why I want you to go with Claus-san.
何かの時すぐにそれに応えられるように。
I want you there to help him if something happens.
私たちは先にここの戸締まりを確認したいと思います。
I'd like for the rest of us to check and see that everything's locked up here.
すぐに上がりますから先に行ってください。
We'll head up soon, so please go on ahead.
わかりました。
Understood.
何かございましたらお呼びください。
If you need anything, please call us.
You're right, Joy. This is the first time I think the culprit has not killed any of the servants. That is really interesting. Genji bowed and Kraus nodded. Kraus also nodded to Erika, then headed up to the second floor with Genji and Goda. In times of confusion, when only men are around, it's easy for a composed member of the opposite sex to take the initiative. Even without the detective's authority, she was able to control them quite naturally. Erika had wanted to get rid of the servants for the time being.
よし。
Oh yeah, you're right, James. Yeah, the second Twilight, no servants were also killed. It was practically all the adults except for Rosa. Yeah. True, yeah. By the way, welcome to the stream, James.
Okay.
そうときたら早速戸締まりを確認しようぜ。
In that case, let's get checking the locks.
問題はラウンジのこの大窓やな。
Our problem's gonna be the big window in the lounge.
シャッターもないみたいや。
It looks like it doesn't even have shutters.
ここをぶち破られたら侵入は防げんで。
If they smash this, we won't be able to stop them from coming in.
いいさ。ガラスの割れる音で十分だぜ。
Don't worry. Sound of the glass smashing will be more than enough warning.
蜂の巣にしてやる。
We'll turn to Swiss cheese.
お静かに。
Quiet, please.
皆さんに残ってもらったのは 戸締まりの確認のためではありません。
I didn't have you stay down here to check the doors and windows.
今から言うことを冷静に聞いてください。
Please listen calmly to what I'm about to say.
When Erika lowered her voice, Rudolph and Hideyoshi realized that she wanted to talk about something secret. So they brought their ears closer as soon as they regained their composure.
いいですか？
Listen up.
事件は親族会議の小休止中というわずかな時間の間に起こりました。
This crime happened during a short break in the family conference.
そのわずかな時間中に誰にも悟られずに6人もの人間を殺すなど到底場当たり的な犯行とは思えません。
In that tiny span of time, 6 people were killed without anyone noticing. I can't imagine a crime improvised on the spot, going so smoothly.
これは屋敷の内外の構造を知り尽くした関係者の犯行です。
This crime was committed by someone who knew the layout of the mansion well, inside and out.
それは
Well,
そら内部に詳しゅうなかったら。
Well, if they didn't know the inside well.
しかし。
But
A short while ago, they had attacked Goda, suspecting the servants of making a blunder. However, they'd only thought that he'd forgotten to lock up, and were attacking him for letting the mysterious culprit sneak in. They hadn't considered that one of the servants they knew so well might have been taking those lives with their own hands. No, they hadn't wanted to think that. People can't easily suspect someone they know well of being a culprit.
犯行当時、
At the time of the crime,
屋敷は内部より施錠され、親族会議に関わる皆さんしか存在しませんでした。
the mansion was locked from the inside. And only those involved with the family conference existed there.
じゃあ兄貴がキリエたちを殺したってのか？
so Aniki killed Kyrie and the others.
それとも秀吉兄さんを疑えってのか？
Or am I supposed to suspect Hideyoshi Nissan?
ありえねえ。考えられねえ。
It's impossible. Unthinkable.
わしは花からクラウス兄さんもルドルフ君も疑っとらんで。
I never even considered suspecting Kraus, Nissan, and Rudolph Kun.
わしら兄弟はみんな夫婦仲は円満や。
All of the siblings had excellent relationships with their spouses.
後ろ宮家は確かに規律や金には厳しい一族やで。
True, the Ushiromiya family may be strict with discipline and money.
しかしな、家族を大事にするっていう気持ちは他の家に勝るとも劣らんつもりやで。
But that doesn't mean we treasure our own families less than anyone else.
もちろんそれは信じてます。
Yes, of course I believe that.
皆さんは奥さんを殺すなど夢にも思っていませんから。
I wouldn't dream that any of you would kill your own wives.
Erika had already received red truth proof from Battler that they were not the murderers, so there was no need to argue that point. Kraus, Rudolph, Hideyoshi, and Goda. None of those 4 was the killer, and yet Erika said this.
しかし、ゴーダさんはどうでしょうか？
Hello Ryan, welcome to the stream.
However, what about Goda-san?
親族会議の間、ずっと控室にいて、誰にも知られずに何らかの工作ができる立場です。
He was in the waiting room the whole time during the family conference, in a position from which he could do anything, without anyone knowing.
ゴーダさんを疑うのはちょいと早いで。
Isn't it a little early to suspect Goda-san?
ゴーダさんは小休止の時、食堂に飲み物の配膳に来てくれてたんや。
Goda-san came to bring us drinks in the dining hall during the break.
だいぶ長いことを一緒にいてくれた。
He was with us for quite some time.
とても6人も殺す時間的猶予があったとは思えんのや。
He couldn't have had time to kill 6 people.
しかし実行犯を屋敷内に手引きすることはできたかもな。
However, he might have been able to let the actual killer into the mansion.
そういうことです。
Precisely.
ゴーダさん自身は実行犯ではないでしょう。
Goda-san probably didn't kill them himself.
しかし実行犯を密かに屋敷内に迎え入れることは十分に可能でした。
However, it's very possible that he secretly welcomed the actual murderer into the mansion.
Rudolph and Hideyoshi, stunned, looked at each other. They were family. Even a wife of the siblings would be considered family. Though the siblings hated each other, it wasn't possible that they'd hate each other's wives enough to kill them. Eva and Rosa were two of the siblings. Hello, Totally. Welcome to the stream. I'm doing well, thank you. Yeah, everything seems to be fine now. Hello, Les Miserables. Thank you for coming. Eva and Rosa were two of the siblings, but none of the others could have had any reason to kill Natsuhi, Kirie, Battler, or the young Maria. But to a servant like Goda, perhaps they were all little more than complete strangers.
私が使用人を疑う点は2点です。
I suspect the servants on 2 points.
まず1点目は犠牲者たちと面識があり、かついずれの現場にも争った跡がないこと。
First, the victims are familiar with them, and there were no signs of a fight in any of the crime scenes.
すべての現場は全く乱れていなかったのを皆さんもよくご存知のはずです。
I think you knew well that there was no disturbance at any of those places.
それは俺も思ってたぜ。
Vince Burrow, I believe you were talking about Magical Chef Goda. Oh, jeez. That is totally fine, totally. I really appreciate that you tried. Seriously. Seriously, thank you so much for trying. Seriously, just the fact that you really tried to help me is just means so much to me. So thank you.
I was thinking that too.
あの喧嘩慣れしたキリエが何の抵抗もなく綺麗にぱったり殺されるかってんだ。
Figured Kirie was used enough to fight so she wouldn't get killed that easily, without resisting.
相手の指くらいは食いちぎる女だぜ。
That woman wouldn't hesitate to bite your friggin' finger off.
顔見知りが犯人で油断させたところを突然って方が確かに説明はつく。
It does make more sense if the culprit was someone she knew, who suddenly attacked when her guard was down. Maybe even with a superpowered fist that could burn a whole room.
それを言ったらうちのエヴァもや。
Come to think of it, the same goes for my Eva.
何しろ武芸百般。
She knows a dozen kinds of martial arts.
暴漢が襲ってこないかと日々ワクワクしとる女やで。
She spends every day practically wishing for some ruffian to attack her.
そんなあっさりと殺されるわけがない。
She wouldn't have been killed off so easily.
なら客間のローザさんだってどうです？
Then what about Rosa-san in the parlor?
一人娘と一緒のローザさんが不審者相手に抵抗もせずみすみすと殺されると思いますか？
Do you think she'd be easily killed by a stranger without resisting, while she had her only daughter with her?
そしてこのことはもう一つ大事なことを教えています。
And this tells us something else that's important.
大事なこと？
Something important?
犯人は一人じゃないってことか。
The culprit isn't just one person, right?
そうや。
You're right.
客間にはローザさんとマリアちゃんが2人おったんや。
Both Rosa-san and Maria-chan were in the parlor.
同時に殺さなかったら大騒ぎになるところやで。
If they hadn't both been killed at the same time, there would have been an uproar.
それを殺せたっちゅうことは犯人は単独犯じゃないってことや。
Since the culprit was able to do that, there can't be just one of them.
ローザはマリアちゃんのことが絡めば子連れ熊みたいに怒りっぽくなるやつだ。
When it comes to Maria-chan, Rosa was like a quick-to-anger mama bear.
仮に相手が銃で脅したとしてもひるむようなやつじゃね
She wouldn't cower in fear, even if someone pointed a gun at her.
え。なるほど。ローザにギリギリまで不信感を持たれない人物ってわけか。
And there's the train. On time as always.
I see. So it had to be someone who wouldn't rouse Rosa's suspicion until the last second.
未知の部外者が島に紛れ込んでいるという考えの方が非現実的であることがすでにお分かりと思います。
Now we see that the idea of an unknown outsider sneaking onto the island is actually the less realistic option.
犯人はこの島に精通した関係者。
The culprit is someone familiar with this island.
そして複数です。
And there's more than one.
The culprit is someone familiar, and there's more than one. Erika's reasoning pointed clearly at the ones they should suspect and guard themselves against.
エリカちゃんは使用人たちを疑ってるってのか。
So, you suspect the servants?
はい。
Yes.
現状を推理して最も疑わしいと思います。
Under the current circumstances, they are the most suspicious.
彼らを疑う2点目がチェーンロックの密室なのです。
The second reason to suspect them is the closed rooms with the chain locks.
どうしてチェーンロックが疑わしいんだ。
Why do the chain locks make them suspicious?
もしチェーンロックのない密室だったら
What if there was no chain lock on the closed rooms?
そんなの密室じゃないで。
Then there wouldn't be closed rooms.
マスターキーの一本もあれば誰だって密室にできるわ。
Yes, Ramj, the scary robot collider is gone. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming.
With a single master key, anyone could make them.
そういうことか。
I see.
使用人たちが疑われないためにはチェーンでロックする必要があったってことか。
The servants had to seal them with the chains so that they wouldn't be suspected.
その通りです。
Exactly.
チェーンをかけることで彼らは疑われずに済む。
By setting the chain, they don't have to worry about being suspected.
逆を返せばチェーンをかければ彼らマスターキーの所持者は疑いを免れないのです。
To turn it around, if the chains weren't set, they wouldn't have been able to avoid suspicion since they hold the master keys.
チェーンをかけて渡航するんは使用人だけっちゅうわけか。
So, the only ones with something to gain from setting the chains are the servants.
連中の肩を持つわけじゃねえが、ならどうやってチェーンを。
I'm not trying to protect them or anything, but if so, how did they actually set the chains?
外からチェーンをかけるなんてできるのか？
Is it possible to set them from the outside?
構造的に考えて不可能ではないと思います。
Considering how they're built, I don't think it'd be impossible.
こんな話ご存知ですか？
Have you heard this story?
マンションの郵便ポストに配達する郵便屋さんの中にはたまに針金で作ったヘラを持ち歩いてる人もいるそうですね。
Apparently, some mailmen who deliver to apartment mailboxes are known to carry loops of wire with them.
ああ、聞いたことあるで。
Yeah, I've heard of that.
マンションの郵便ポストは似たような部屋番号のポストが隣接しとる。
Apartment mailboxes often have similar adjoining boxes around it for the nearby room numbers.
ひょいっと投函したら一部屋間違ったポストだったっちゅうことも割とある話らしいや。
I hear they'd sometimes accidentally deliver letters to the next room over if they weren't careful.
マンションのポストは施錠されてることがほとんどです。
These mailboxes are almost always locked.
間違って投函してしまったらもう取り出せなくなってしまう。
If you put the mail into the wrong one, you'd have no way of getting it out.
You got me, Zia-san. You got me. Yeah. That was my true form. Last time. Oh, jeez. You got me.
All humanity will now be assimilated.
Jeez. Oh my god, I'm just glad that that stupid robot voice thing is done.
In that situation, they're supposed to tell the owner of a mailbox about their mistake. Have that person unlock the mailbox for them and retrieve the improperly delivered mail. However, the resident of that apartment would often be out, and going through that process would be a real pain. Because of that, some mailman would make a little tool out of wire with a loop at the end, and use that to fish the mistakenly placed postcard out through the crack of the mailbox.
俺もビルの管理会社の兄ちゃんに聞いたことがあるな。
I've heard something similar from a friend of mine at a building management company.
たまにトイレの個室の中で酔っ払って寝込んじまうやつがいるらしくて。
It seems they'd sometimes get drunks who lock themselves in the bathroom and fell asleep.
そういうのを連れ出すために扉の隙間から薄い金具を入れて缶抜きを外したりすることもあるらしい。
So to get him out of there, they'd stick a thin metal tool through the crack in the door and undo the latch.
Now, they're talking about undoing a closed room lock, chain lock, but that's very different from actually setting one.
そういうことです。
Exactly.
どこの業界でも本来は開けられないものをひょいっと開けられる裏技的な小道具が存在するものです。
All industries have little tools that can easily open things that normally can't be opened.
同じものを屋敷の使用人たちが持っていたとしても取り立てて驚くことではありません。
It wouldn't be particularly surprising if the servants had imagined at something of the sort.
Good point.
コツさえわかれば。
Once you figured out the knack of it,
針金で外からチェーンをかけるのも
you
できないわ
probably
けじゃなさそうだ。
you probably could set the chain from the outside by using a wire.
That would be like that would seem to be far more difficult.
確かに。できないとは言い切れねえ。
Yeah. We can't be sure that's impossible.
Okay, Vince, I'll do that one.
All your soul will belong to us.
Jeez. Oh my god. Ellen McLean was amazing voice actor. Jeez. Seriously, to carry an entire game, and then half, or more than half of Portal 2 as well, besides Wheatley. Like, seriously. What a voice actor. What a voice actor. No joy they haven't examined the cause of death. I would kill to be even 10% as good as her.
True, physically speaking. One couldn't say for sure that there existed absolutely no way to set and unset chain locks from the outside. Chain locks allow for the door to be opened a crack.
Oh my god, Zia-san, that's right. Where the fuck is Nanjo? He was not killed. It looks like they've completely forgotten about Nanjo. Where the fuck did he go? Jeez. If you stuck something through that crack, you should be able to manage it easily. It was
very natural for them to think that. I thought we were gonna get a jump scare at the and that cracked door for a second. However, Erika knew better. Though it might be possible in reality, the red truth had already declared that these closed rooms could not have been constructed from the outside. I've got a better question for you, Romsh. Why is Nanjo? In other words, it was impossible to manipulate the chain lock from the outside. And yet, Erika was guiding their thoughts with the illusion that only the servants could have constructed the closed rooms. With an air of solemnly revealing some crucial point, she steadily steered the situation in the direction she wanted. Every part of her serious face for the last few minutes had been an act. No, to put it in her words, it was a detective technique for tricking suspects.
同じ話はクラウスさんにもするつもりです。
I plan to tell Kraus-san what I've told you.
使用人たちの全員が犯人だとは言いません。
Now, I'm not saying that all the servants are culprits, but all the servants are totally culprits.
しかし、犯人、もしくはそれに加担する人物が含まれている可能性はないです。
However, it's very likely that one of them is a culprit or has been assisting the culprit.
彼らを隔離し、銃を持つ人間を監視につけるべきです。
We should split them apart and have people with guns keep an eye on them.
Rudolph and Hideyoshi looked at each other again. What she was saying made sense, and it sounded as though she was calmly smoking out the most suspicious people at this point in time. With her accomplished conversation techniques, Erika was cleverly grasping the initiative. Even without the detective's authority, it's possible to control human nature to this degree. What do you think, everyone?
Erika wins! Erika's the best! Dance, puppets, dance!
Oh my god. Okay, you guys. Okay, guys. Exactly, Les Miserables. That is the... Yep, that is how people die in mysteries in the first place, by just splitting up. Jeez. I'm going to take a... Oh my god, jeez. Oh wait, I'm going to take just a tiny little break to go to the bathroom and to get a drink, because it is really hot here today for some reason. I will be right back in less than 5 minutes. Oh, and when I get back, I'm going to do what I said I would do before and explain my theories at this point.
Oh, I'm sorry you gotta go and leave, Mr. Rob. Thank you so much for coming. And yep, I am back. Oh my god. Okay, so here's my theory right now. Basically, it's a really, really insane theory that I can't believe has evidence to it, but it has a ton of holes. My theory right now is, sure, Les Miserables, sure. That's totally an opinion that you can have. I will not deny you that opinion. Oh, jeez. So my theory is basically about, Shannon. And it takes a lot into account, especially her statements regarding episode 2 and episode 3. It's my theory overall on Beatrice and Battler and everything. And I do think that Shannon, based on statements she made in episode 3, mainly in episode 3 and episode 2, might be trans. And I think that based on especially what has happened in episode 6 now, I think that canon might actually be like a persona that she created to try to be a guy to fit in with societal expectation. And I do think that a lot of this may have started. I think that Shannon might have been the baby from episode 5 that was thrown over the cliff by freaking Natsuhi. I still refuse to believe that was Natsuhi. I still refuse to believe that. Seriously. I can't believe Natsuhi did that. That is so out of character for her. And yet, it's in character based on what she was saying. It's like anyone who knew her, anyone would bet their life, they would swear up and down in court with 100% certainty that Natsuhi could never do such a thing. Like, anyone who knew her would swear on their lives that Natsuhi was incapable of such an act. And yet, here she is admitting to it. And you can't deny the possibility based on what she said. That is just a mind-blowing thing. Hello, Delust. Welcome to the stream. I don't think I've seen you before. And, basically, it basically comes down to, like, there was a scene that almost seemed like filler in episode 3. And I think the promise had to do with, we know that Battler has now talked about how his first love was Shannon. And I do think that the promise had something to do with him basically helping Shannon in some way. I do think that was it, because Battler used to be very tuning. And I do think Shannon, if she was the baby and she survived that fall over the cliff, she must have been raised in secret. And basically, her mom was probably the Beatrice in the story from episode 3.
who ironically must have died probably at the same exact spot that she was pushed over as well. God damn it, I've said this in a much more coherent way on the Discord. And basically, when Battler didn't come back for those 6 years, that must have, like, that combined with, like, just, like, the experience of living the life she has, and, like, on top of dysphoria and everything else, like, probably caused her to create the Beatrice persona to just deal with that. Because Beatrice is someone so strong and so amazing and so full of emotion in life. She probably created Beatrice. Like, again, she was created to love Battler. She probably couldn't deal with the pain of Battler breaking whatever promise he made to probably help Shannon. And so she put everything of her love for Battler, and probably most of her real self, honestly, into the Beatrice personality. And that's probably who Beatrice was. In that she is basically most of Shannon's real self. And the Shannon left was kind of like an empty husk almost. Just fit with something a role to fill as a maid. And again, that's what I'm thinking. But there's a ton of holes in this. Like, how did Beatrice get exactly, Romsh? What about all the murders and everything? That's where I'm wondering how this fits in. Like, it has to do with all the, like, what about, like, why is Beatrice doing all the murders and everything? That's, like, I figured out, like, I think, like, this is the thing that makes sense to me based on the dialogue we've been given. And, I thought of a lot of this before episode 5, but why is Beatrice committing these murders? Yeah, again, there's a ton of holes, but that's what I think so far. And if this is true, I am seriously, like, the part of me, the reason why I think it's not true is because, one, it doesn't fully explain the murders. Unless Beatrice's whole deal is doing the murders to get Battler to remember somehow. But that seems like Battler would never love her if she did all those murders for real. But we don't know what's happening even in the baseline reality, or when the meta world even takes place in comparison to that, or how. It looks like, based on that one Tsubasa, Lambda gave Beatrice the keys to the meta world, and had her, like, when does the meta world take place in regards to the actual reality? Does it take place before the actual murders, or sometime in the middle of the first night or something? So, again, I have no clue about why she's committing these murders. But based on just what Shannon said around in episode 3 and episode 2, I do think there's a lot of evidence for that part. And just starting from that, I think it follows through. So again, I'm just wondering why she's committing these murders.
But, you know, maybe the meta world is something completely separate from the real baseline reality. What if she's doing all of this in the meta world to get through to Battler? Like to maybe stop the murders from actually happening in the real world? You know, what if she's just trying to send a message to him? You know, maybe that's because we don't even know exactly even how the murders happen in the baseline reality. What if she's doing this to send a message? What if they actually hadn't happened yet in regards to what time the meta world is taking place? Like, she's not doing it for fun or revenge. Like, yeah, that's true, James. But seriously, a lot of the big reason why I doubt this theory is that if Ryukashi did something like that, I would be terrified for his life. Like, so many people would really go after him. I would be so scared. I honestly hope it's not true for that reason. Because can you imagine how people would react if that was the truth? Like, seriously, I know, like, oh my god. I would be honestly terrified. Right, that's really sad, Chaos Shield, it means, but we know they happened, but I don't know, maybe a miracle could happen. Maybe they could even become greater, more powerful than a freaking Burncastle. Like, one of my biggest questions is, how did Battler get to the meta world? Like, that's one of my biggest questions. How did Battler get to the meta world? Oh, jeez. Like, he's clearly not a piece. He's clearly on the same level as Beatrice and Lambda and Burn. And, like, he's clearly, like, someone with his own free will. And Dolinor and Erika even. But Erika was also a piece. No. Erika's a piece, but she's like a super piece. Because she's completely loyal to Burncastle. So Erika's like kind of between the level of the other pieces and like the major players. Sorry, you guys. I guess I just kind of... True. Yeah, I guess... That's true, Vince. Yeah, it's like... what? I keep forgetting this was finished a long time ago. But even that kind of goes against the theory. Because what if, you know, a lot of this thing relies on awareness of social issues that I don't think most people were even aware of in 2010. Well, this Beatrice is not any ordinary piece. She was created the same way that the original was, but she just didn't have the life experiences and memories that the original did. That is true, Romsh. Like, so that's another point against it. Like, most people weren't even aware of these things until maybe 2013, 14, like, I would say. So, I mean, the odds of that being such a major piece, I shouldn't use the word piece here. Such a major plot point, if it indeed is true, like, would hinge on something like that before it was even known. Ryukashi must have done a fuck ton of research. That's hilarious, totally. Anyway, I think I spent enough time
theory crafting. I don't know, you guys. I'm sorry I don't have much ideas for the actual murders, except for the fact that I think I'm gonna say that I do think that episode 2 could easily just be Rosa fucking lying about everything, because Rosa is a piece of shit. I'm sorry, Rosa is a piece of shit. So she could be lying about the freaking chapel being closed, and she could have done everything her freaking self. I'm not gonna believe Rosa. Like, she may want to protect Maria, but she is not a good person, even the slightest. Like, seriously. I'm just gonna say episode 2 is fucking Rosa. But I don't know, you guys. One thing I was told once during my days as a researcher was that I think with my heart too much rather than my head. And I guess I took offense to it at the time, but I guess that's just the way I am, you know? I tend to think more with my heart, like with how people are thinking and their relationships with each other than really, you know, more concrete stuff. I guess that's a shitty attribute for a scientist to have, but my role in the lab was more of taking care of everybody and just making sure everything got done and everyone was welcome and settled and nobody's schedules clashed with each other. So what you gonna do? You know? Sorry, I guess that's Collider, you know, that's the Collider package. Jeez. Alright, you guys. So, thank you for entertaining this silly theory hour here. Oh my god!
So,
魔女側のプレイヤーは
how is it playing on the witch's side?
不思議な感覚だな。
It feels strange.
かつては魔女側になんて有利なゲームだろうと思ってた。
I used to think that the witch's side is such a huge advantage.
だが、いざ魔女側になってみるととんでもないな。
But now that I'm on that side, I see that's ridiculous.
こいつはまるで樽にナイフを刺してくるパーティーゲームみたいなもんだ。
It's almost like that game where you stick knives in a barrel and try not to stab the mustache guy inside.
Who is that? Pop-up pirate, I think? That's the name of it?
Jeez. From the perspective of the human side, it feels like trying to shoot at a target hidden by mist. But from the witch's viewpoint, a stray shot might hit and become fatal.
そんなゲームをかつての私は何度も繰り返していたんですね。
The old me played games like that all the time.
ああ、まるでロシアンルーレットだ。
Yeah, it's almost like Russian roulette.
それでもお前はいつか俺が気づくと信じてゲームを限界まで繰り返してくれた。
Even so, you believed that I'd eventually notice and stretch those games out to the limit.
私が聞くのも厚かましいですが。
I love it when they're talking together. Oh my god. I just really hope she gets her memory back. Oh my god, what a scene that would be. What a scene that would be.
It may be impudent of me to ask.
一体バトラさんは何に気づかれたのですか？
But just what is it that you noticed, Butler-san?
かつての私とのゲームの最後の最後で
At the very end of your games with the old me.
It was a strange question. Even though, in the past, Beato had always been the one posing it to Battler. Now that Battler had figured it out, Beato was the one asking it to him. Oh my god, I love the parallels to this!
正反対だな。
Yeah. Our roles have completely been flipped, haven't they?
かつてはお前だけが覚えていて、俺だけが忘れていた。
In the past, only you remembered. And only I forgot.
しかし今度は逆だ。
But this time it's the other way around.
俺だけが覚えていて、お前だけが忘れている。
Only I remember. And only you have forgotten.
不愉快でなければ教えていただけませんか
Here we go. I think I know what he's gonna say. He's gonna tell her that he's gonna really just tell her that you know, I think he wants her to remember on her own through the games. I think that's what he might say at this point, at least.
Would you mind telling me what it is?
教えるのはたやすい。
Telling you would be easy.
でも教えたくない。
But I don't want to tell you. Yup, that's exactly what I thought he would say.
意地悪のつもりはないんだ。
I'm not trying to be mean.
ただ、俺もわずかに奇跡を信じたい。
I just want to believe in a miracle for a bit myself.
Oh, God, Battler.
奇跡
A miracle.
Yes, this was the single miraculous seed that Battler had left behind. If Beato could remember a certain something without being told, that would prove that Beato had truly revived. Oh my god! Oh my god! So he wouldn't tell her. It was Battler's final seed, which existed because he still couldn't abandon his hopes for Beato's revival.
バトラさんが話せないことなら私も聞きません
If you can't tell me, then I won't ask.
不愉快な思いをさせてしまったならどうかお許しください
If I have displeased you, please forgive me.
気にすんな。
Don't worry about it.
俺が未練がましいだけだ。
I just never know when to give up. As she watched that sad smile, Beato's chest tightened. He was looking at her and seeing the old her.
Yes, I must become my former self, for his sake. My older sister who gets burned by spiderwebs, and I who don't, must become one.
Fusion time! Come on, fusion!
Surely, it's more useful to him if I go on a journey to find myself now, than if I simply watch over his game.
今回のゲームはいかがです
Oh my god, you do it, Beatrice! Come on, yes!
How do you feel about this game?
勝てそうですか
Do you think you can win?
勝てるつもりでいるさ。
I intend to win.
勝ってベアとの望み通りこの永遠の拷問を終わらせる。
I'll win and end this eternal torture, just like Beato wanted.
終わったら世界はどうなるのでしょう
When it ends, what will happen to the world?
さあ
Who knows?
な、どうなるんだろうな。
I wonder.
ただそれを俺たちは望んだんだ。
However, that's what we wished for.
You guys, seriously, honestly,
I really truly think that after all this is over, you could repurpose the game board to just spend 1,000 lifetimes falling in love over and over again. I really think that would be... Like, the game board seemed like such an amazing tool that you could use for so much more than murder. You could just live so many lives just over and over. All your friends and family in different roles and everything, just in different settings, in different times in history, or even different fantastical settings of different stories of you're acting out all different kinds. Just, do you know what you can do with such a tool at your disposal? You could practically live in heaven with each other. That's what I truly hope for you two in the end.
However, that's what we wished for.
だからどんな結果が訪れようともそれを受け入れるつもりだ。
So no matter what the result is, I'll accept it.
私はどうなるのでしょう。
What happened to me?
Beatrice was uncertain. Even she was probably no more than at peace in this game. If the game ended, then would she want to have been born out of the game with its rules? Out of that game's rules disappear?
ゲームは消えるだろうな。
The game will probably disappear.
Well, not... Robs, there doesn't have to be killing, you know. There doesn't have to be killing. They could just use it to live out all kinds of stories. In all kinds of different worlds. It doesn't even have to be on Rokonjima or anything else. And honestly, maybe the game board, the meta world versions of Battler and Beatrice are different from their real world versions, you know? That's what I think anyway. I am just so, because maybe the real world battler is gonna have a different fate than the meta world battler, you know? That, who knows? We don't even know what the real world battler what happened to him. Zia-san, I don't think that could ever be boring. I don't think that could ever get boring, especially if they're living out entire lives rather than just 2 days. I don't think that could ever get boring. Hello, Bats. Welcome to the stream.
The game will probably disappear.
だが俺はもう魔法を完全に理解している。
But now I completely understand magic.
だからお前をゲーム版の外へ連れ出せる。
Oh my god, Battler! Oh my god! Woo!
So, I'll be able to carry you off the game board.
それがお前の望みだったはずだ。
I think that was your wish.
Oh my god. Is this the real world Battler and Beatrice just trapped in the meta world or something? Did they want to leave it?
Honestly, I think you guys would be better over here, but I just don't know what's gonna happen.
私の望み
My wish.
それ以上は内緒だ。
The rest is a secret.
お前がそれらを自力で思い出してくれる奇跡を俺は待ってるぜ。
I'll be waiting for a miracle. For you to remember all of that on your own. After smiling bitterly for just a second, Battler laughed and told her not to worry. Apparently, it was best if she avoided talking to Battler about her previous self.
じゃあ俺はちょっと対戦相手殿の様子を見てくる。
Well then, I'll go check on my opponent for a bit.
あのバカが次はどんなへりくつを言い出すか楽しみだぜ。
I can't wait to see what kind of twisted logic that idiot thinks up next.
かつてのバトラさんもそれにかけてはなかなかでしたよ。
Oh my god! Oh, she's remembering the stories. Oh my god. Oh my god. The old Battler son did a lot of that too.
私としましては第2のゲームの第1の爆弾を飲ませて殺した最高傑作かと。
Oh my god!
Beatrice following the Umineko memes. Oh my god.
My favorite was the one from the first Twilight of the second game, where you said the culprit killed everyone by feeding them small bombs.
それは俺の黒歴史最高傑作だ。
The highlights of my dark past.
早めに忘れてくれ。
Please, forget that ever happened, as fast as you can.
はい、そのように努めます。
Yes, I will try.
Oh god, he's so romantic like that. He's just like a dashing hero, it feels like. Battler became a cloud of gold butterflies and disappeared into the darkness. Beato kept bowing until he disappeared completely. To fill in his place, a single gold butterfly appeared and became Beato the Elder.
呼んだか、我が妹よ。
Did you call for me, little sister?
はい。
Yes,
あなたのことをもっと知りたいんです。
I want to know more about you.
そして本当の私がどんな存在だったのか知りたい。
And I want to know what the real me is like.
至りたいんです。
I want to become like that.
Oh my god, Les Miserables. Wouldn't it be amazing if there was a big romantic kiss scene where... Oh, sorry, I knocked the microphone. Where, oh my god! Where, like, after, like, they do a big blow to the enemy, it's just like... They just... Battler just takes her in his arms, the cape just flutters around her, and he just, like, hugs her and he looks into her eyes, and she's all teary-eyed, and he's got all this, like, expression that goes, like... This sorrowful yet happy expression, and they're just staring at each other like so longingly, and like you see the shot from far away, and they're just kissing passionately for just so long, and it just like after they've waited thousands of years for this one single moment. Oh my god, that would be amazing! Ah! Sorry, I'm sorry.
無論わらわも未来の自分を知りたい。
Of course. I also want to know about my future self.
そのためにわらわたちは互いの全てを打ち明け合ったはず。
Didn't we reveal everything about ourselves to each other for that purpose?
しかし一向にわらわたちは一つとならぬ。
However, we did not become one.
どうやれば一なる自分となれるのか理解ができぬ。
I cannot understand what we must do to become our single self.
Fusion dance! Fusion dance! Come on!
どうやれば私たちは一つに。
What can we do to become one?
わらわはゼパルとフルフルの試練に期待している。
I have high hopes for the trials of Zepar and Fervor.
勝者に与えるという魔法の奇跡のことですね。
You mean the miracle of magic given to the victors?
Les Miserables, Eva X Hideyoshi, I think is an amazing couple that doesn't get enough screen time. Seriously, I loved that part of episode 3. Oh, and totally, Vince, absolutely, that is 1000% true. Battler is absolutely a sub, seriously. His dialogue in the previous few episodes should have made that crystal clear.
You mean the miracle of magic given to the victors?
その魔法の奇跡とはすなわち一なる自分となれることではないだろうか。
I wonder if that magical miracle means becoming one.
わらわは本来の姿に至れる。
I get you, James, because I'm bi personally, and like usually, like I can relate very well to Yuri and straight pairings, but not. There's a couple of yaoi pairings that I absolutely adore. Not too many, but I absolutely adore a couple like freaking Gon and Killua is one of my favorite pairings ever. I love Gon and Killua from Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter, I should say. Oh my god. That is one of my all-time favorite pairings, honestly. I think it's an amazing subversion of the whole rivalry thing in shonen. And Hunter x Hunter is subversive itself enough to think that I think I might have a real shot at the end. I'll totally understand if it doesn't happen, though.
I wonder if that magical miracle means becoming one. I will find my true form.
そなたはそれを望むバトラの期待に応えられる。
That was the other. God damn.
Damn, that was the other Beatrice. I wonder if that magical miracle means becoming one. I will find my true form. You will fulfill Battler's wishes.
バトラも万々歳で、ほう、三方丸く収まるというものだ。
Battler will be overjoyed too, so all three of us will have what we want.
やはりこれは試練なのですね。
This is a trial, right?
他の二組に負けるわけにはいかんということだな。
It means we cannot lose to the other two pairs.
ジョージさんとシャノンさん、ジェシカさんとカノンさん。
There are some similarities to Yu Yu Hakusho Apparition, but really only on the surface. In that the main group is 4 guys who vaguely map on to the heroes of Yu Yu Hakusho, but that is really the only main similarity.
Georgie-san and Shannon-san, Jessica-san and Kanan-san.
彼らを踏みにじってしか私は幸せをつかみ取れない。
I can only grasp happiness by trampling over them.
条件は同じだ。
The conditions apply to all of us.
他の誰かが恋を成就させれば、そなたを含めた2組が踏みにじられる。
If one of the others succeeds in love, the other two groups, including you, will be trampled over.
なぜこんなにいびつな天秤なのでしょう。
Why must the scales be so tilted? I wonder.
いびつとは
Tilted.
恋は得るものと得られないものがいる。
Some people will find love, others won't.
ならばそれらが天秤の両端に並ぶことは理解できます。
In that case, you can put those two groups on a scale.
しかし私たちの試練の天秤は3つの皿が並び、1人の勝利のために2人が敗北するというひどくいびつなものです。
However, the scales for our trial have 3 plates, and 2 must lose for 1 to win. That seems horribly skewed.
さあな。
Who knows?
恋の価値とは2組の恋の破綻と同じ価値があるとでも言うのかもしれぬな。
It might mean that successful love is worth 2 destroyed loves.
頼りないぞ妹よ。
You're too insecure, little sister.
敗者のことを考えるよりバトラーの期待に応えたいという気持ちを優先できぬようでは拾える勝利などないぞ。
If you can't put your desire to answer to Battler's expectations before your uncertainty over what happens to the losers, you won't be able to win anything.
そうですね。
You're right.
私も譲れません。
I won't give up on our victory.
他の皆さんには本当に申し訳ないですが、みんな恨みっこなしです。
I don't like doing this to the others, but there will be no hard feelings between us and them.
If I do lose, I'll give my strongest blessings to whichever of the lovers wins. So I'll fight with all my heart and soul so that I have no lingering regrets. And I'll win that miracle of magic.
どうだったの？
Oh wow, Burncastle, I didn't expect to hear from you so soon. How was it?
第一の晩を巡っての赤と青の攻防は
How did the red and blue shootout over the first twilight go?
まずは小手調べでした。
We started by testing the waters.
バトラもなかなか張り切っているようです。
Battlers seem pretty eager too.
Oh, well, Vince, that's based on the fact that, about the love trial part. I did talk about it, but, basically, it's to determine if Canon and Beatrice are both different personalities of Shannon. I honestly think Beatrice is the main one. Honestly. Just because of both her role in the story and just her strength of character. And basically just what we know that Battler's first love was Shannon. And how strong Beatrice's love is for Battler. How she held on for so long and everything just... I think that the vast majority of, if this theory is true, of Shannon is inside Beatrice. And the Shannon that we know is kind of like what is left over. But the love trial plotline essentially means is which of the 3, if they are 3 personalities of Shannon, gets to be the one that leaves. Well, I think if my other theory about Shannon is true, then I think that she has been through a lot. She has had... Oh yeah, that's true, Zia-san. Beatrice would be an amazing gauntlet knight. That is absolutely true. And Shannon, basically, if Shannon is indeed the baby, as well from episode 5, who would be the daughter of, I think, that other Beatrice, which is probably the original Beatrice that Kinzo fell in love with. And Kinzo, being the sick fuck that he is, trapped freaking the original Beatrice in Kuadorian. Like, how young must that Beatrice have been to be trapped in Kuadorian? He fell in love with her, and like he just stole her away. He is a monster. Like, Jesus Christ. The original Beatrice. Yeah, that's basically, each magic scene is original, is a metaphor for something, I would think. That's how the meta world works. That's how the game board works. Like, to do magic, then they have to have it represent something that would happen in it, that is possible in reality. So the love trial would essentially mean which personality of Shannon would get to stay. Which one would become the main personality and fall in love. Like, she would let the love determine which one. And this would also account for Canon being both the weakest magically and also depressed, because, like, it's basically Shannon trying to fulfill a role more than being her true self. That's just what I think. That the love trial would determine which one would be the dominant personality, which in that case I think it should be Beatrice, because I think if my theory holds, I think that Beatrice is probably the most Shannon. And I think the only reason that Shannon was able to maybe fall in love with George is because Beatrice existed. Yeah, but that's just a theory, an Umineko theory. Exactly, Bats. Jeez. Alright, let me get back to the story. Oh yeah, totally, Vince. I would love to look back at the scenes. I really do. I'm gonna read the manga. I'm just waiting for one more volume to come in the mail. Yeah, that too, Zia-san. I am totally biased. That too, Zia-san. It allows my favorite ship. Although, honestly, I love Shannon and George. I really do, and that kind of makes me sad. That if Battler and Beatrice can go forward, Shannon and George can't. Because honestly, I really do love the two of them, but if I gotta choose, it's gonna be Battler and Beatrice. She had just come back from a fierce fight with Battler, where she had gathered information by making demands for the red text. It was the old, familiar kind of fight, reminiscent of when the red text had first appeared, or when the use of the blue text was first permitted. And the result?
まず密室を構築したのはいずれも犠牲者たち本人でした。
First, in all cases, it was the victims themselves that constructed the closed rooms.
そしてそれをクラウスたちが破るまでの間、その密室は完全に維持されていました。
Also, those closed rooms were perfectly preserved until Krause's group broke them open.
さらにその間、外部からいかなる方法でも干渉ができないことを確認しました。
Also, I confirmed that during this period, all sorts of interference with the outside was impossible!
Erika reported this proudly, as though it had been a great battle, but Berncastle looked bored as she listened. And you do not want to let Berncastle be bored. After looking at her blankly for a second, Lambda Delta spoke her opinions frankly.
Oh, wait a second. Doesn't that mean that this closed room murder was perfect?
The victims had sealed the closed rooms themselves, and the closed rooms had been preserved until Kraus and the others broke them open. And no one had been inside the closed rooms except for the victims. Exactly, Ramsh. Plus, think of the year, it's 1986. That's why I think the best fate for Battler and Beatrice would be to stay in the meta world. I think they would be the happiest there, honestly. I think that, like, because what year it is, like, they would have such trouble. Oh my god. I think they would be very happy in the meta world if they just stayed there and were, like, just playing and, like, doing anything they wanted, essentially. They don't even have to do the murder game. I don't think they would even do that anymore. There's tons of things they can do with their abilities. Like, Battler's family is rich. So, there's some chance. It's a better chance than most people would have. Like, they would have a better chance than most people. I think. They in that situation, just because Battler is rich. Battler's family is rich, so they'd be able to and like. But it would be a hard life, and I think that, honestly, staying in the meta world is probably their best chance for happiness, I think. And Krause's group, the ones who had broken the rooms open, were not the culprits. In this way, she had managed to win several little red truths like these. Normally, simply collecting such vital information would have been enough. However, the Master Witch, tired with boredom, had expected a much more flashy, argument-winning victory instead of this bland result.
しかしながら、私は今回探偵権限を持たないので、検視を誤認する可能性がありました。
However, this time I don't have the detective's authority, so there's a chance I messed up when examining the corpses. Of course, that chance is very small because I, Erika Furuno, am the greatest detective who ever lived, but that chance does exist.
ですので、仮死状態を生み出す薬などで私の検視を欺いたと仮定して、その。
So, if we suppose that a drug that mimics death was used to fool my examination, Oh my god, Lambda, you're bringing that back?
You mean poor Pika Pika?
違います。
No, not that!
例えばインシュリンとか基地の薬物でも一時的に仮死状態を作ることは不可能ではありません。
It's not impossible for certain well-known drugs such as insulin to bring about a temporary state that mimics death.
バトラからは赤き真実による反論はありませんでした。
Battler did not counter that with the red truth.
Please, don't kill me!
つまりは私の青き真実が通ったということです。
In other words, my blue truth worked!
まずは勝利かと。
I think we've started with a victory! Erika wins! To sum up Erika's report, all she had done was listen to the Red Truth Battler had wanted her to hear. Only the information Battler had wanted out there had been shown, and she hadn't been able to strike at any weak points. She was like a kid who had gone out shopping, then forgotten her job and only bought candy. However, this was all the players on the human side could do. Without the detective proclamation, she could only fight by collecting dull bits of information like that. However, her master had been expecting more than that sort of dull fight. So she had tried to give a report energetically, to make it seem as though they were in a superior position. But no matter how much she tried, the cold expression of her master remained merciless. Ah, your blue truth worked. If he didn't cut it down, it was probably just because it was too stupid. You call yourself the greatest detective who ever lived with reasoning like that? I did try to examine the corpses with care to the best of my abilities! However, I don't have the detective's authority, so we can't be certain.
Oh, wait a second. Weren't you the one who decided not to make the detective proclamation? In other words, isn't this all your fault? Didn't you say you wanted to raise the stakes to make up for your disgrace last time? Huh? Huh?
Oh, god damn it, Shut up, Lambda! Just shut up!
Oh, whatever, I fucked your mom last night.
It's true, she did. No! Don't tell me about it! What's wrong? Are you saying you can't win against Battler without the detective's authority? That's so cringeworthy. That's not true, my master! I could easily defeat an incompetent like that, even without the detective's authority! I just didn't want to! I wanted to save it for the proper time! It's just the style of fighting is a little different from what I'm used to, and I haven't gotten the hang of it yet! As far as humans go, Erika was quite talented. Her knowledge and powers of memory and insight were ahead of the pack, and it was likely no human was more well suited to as a detective than her. However, no matter how much of an advantage she might have had over other people, that didn't matter in the witch's game. In the witch's game, it's either 0 or 100. In other words, everything is either the red truth or it isn't. If a normal human was worth a 10, her exceptional power would probably rate a 99. However, it could never be 100. Since it wasn't 100, it couldn't be absolutely certain.
You know what that means! Certainty! Certainty!
So it didn't count as red truth. For example, the examination of the corpses that Erika had worried over in the fight just now. If she had performed it with the detective's authority, she could have said with 100% certainty whether they were alive or dead.
However, without the detective proclamation, it was 99%. There was a 1% chance she made a mistake, and that overturned the foundation of the examination. Erika had gained the detective's authority and had become the Witch of Truth, because Berncastle had supplemented her talent of 99 with an additional 1. Simply because Berncastle wouldn't give her that 1, in the world of witches, Erika's 99 was treated exactly the same as 0. She couldn't even use her great assistant Dolinor without a power of 100. When working under an Erika who had lost the detective's authority, Dolinor's red longsword lost its power. Dolinor was also irritated that she couldn't provide full assistance. She had tried several times to convince Erika to use the detective proclamation, but Erika had stubbornly refused each time.
Why not just do it? Make that detective proclamation, because clearly we're not getting anywhere with you like this. If you do, you'll be unstoppable. Dolinor could even use her red longsword in the next Decalogue. You'll be as freaking badass and powerful as you were in episode 5. Of course, you're still lost in episode 5, so yeah, there's that.
Why not do it, if you want?
No!
There was no need for anyone to explain. By now, it was clear that Erika hadn't abandoned the detective proclamation by her own will. When Battler reached the truth during the previous round... Oh, that was Berncastle. When Battler reached the truth during the previous round... This game was already finished. This isn't really the 6th game. It's just a finale so that Battler can have a chance to serve as game master at the end. The result was already decided last game.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, you know, Erika, when this game ends, you're just gonna pretty much go back into non-existence. Like, poof. And I'll just be fucking your mom all night long.
No, stop it! Stop it! Don't say anything more, Lambda, I swear!
Yeah, pretty much. The games won't continue forever, and I've lost my bet with Burn. In this game, Battler will prove that he's reached the game's truth. And then Beatrice's game will be destroyed in a big victory for the human side. And a big victory for Bernie Burns, too. Well, supposedly. But you look unsatisfied for some reason.
Yeah, I'm not satisfied. I didn't want such a boring victory.
The victory you did want had Beato's game board being torn to bits. and Beato's true pathetic form exposed, humiliated, and trampled
だ
on.
からバトラのこの勝利はちょっと違うのよね。
But this victory of Battler's isn't quite like that, is it?
愛だの約束だの
All this about love and promises.
静かにゲームを終わらせて安らかに眠らせる
He wants to end the game quietly and let her sleep in peace.
そんなゲロ臭い終わり方誰が望んだってのよ
That sort of ending would make anyone vomit.
私はねそんな終わり方のためにバトラに助言を与えたわけじゃないのよ
I don't even think that that's what Battler wants anymore. He clearly wants to get her back.
I didn't give Battler all that advice so that he could end things like that.
妹を背中でひき肉にしてやったの
I had his little sister turn to scrap meat behind his back.
両親や親族を何度も何度もむごたらしく殺させてやったわ
Holy shit! What are you admitting to, Burn?
I had his parents and family killed horribly over and over again.
それはすべてベアトに対し怒りの復讐をかきたてるためよ
That was all to spark a desire for revenge against Beato.
それがこの終わり方は何
And now, what kind of ending is this?
私の勝利
Have I won?
とんでもないバトラは私もあんたも喜ばせない勝利を手にしたわ
Of course not. Battler's got his hands on a victory that neither you nor I can stand. Him falling in love with Beatrice. How dare he? I wanted them all to end in misery and pain and torment. You.
私はねベアトリーチェがズタズタのボロボロに引き裂かれるところが見たくて
I'd to withstand a staggering period of boredom just to come all the way out to this backwoods territory.
はるばるこんな辺境までやってきて気の遠くなる退屈な時間に耐えてここにいたのよ
Just so that I could see Beatrice lamely and pathetically torn to bits.
こんな腐りかけのヨーグルトみたいなかけらをすすらされるためじゃない
I didn't come here to sip from a rotten yogurt fragment like this.
ああ、ご立腹の顔も素敵だわ、ベル。
Ah, your angry face is wonderful too, Bernie Burns. Oh man, I just love all your faces. Oh, they're so hot.
なるほどね。それでせめて最後くらい口直しが欲しかったわけね。
I see. So this is why you wanted to straighten things out for yourself at least once at the end.
前回のゲームでドジを踏んだこのバカゴマのせいだわ
It's all the fault of this moron piece. Screwing up all the time in the last game.
お前のせいで数百年ぶりに楽しめそうなゲーム版がすべて台無しよ
Because of you, this game board that looked like it'd be fun for the first time in thousands of years has all been wasted!
クズゴミカス
Filth, trash, scum!
申し訳ありません、我が主。
My apologies, my master!
必ず勝利を捧げますから、どうかお許しください。
I will definitely bring you a victory, so please forgive me!
前回探偵権限まで使って勝てなかったあんたは
If you couldn't win with the detective's authority in the last game,
どうしてゲームマスターにまで至ったバトルに
How do
今
you-
回打ち勝てるっての
how do you expect to defeat Battler now that he's the game master?
探偵権限があったってあんたに勝ち目なんかないのよ
You don't have a chance at winning, even with the detective's authority.
ならいっそいらないじゃない
So why bother with it?
それは確かにもともと勝てないんじゃ探偵権限はいらないわね。
True. If you can't win anyway, then the detective proclamation isn't necessary.
より確実に負けるだけだけど。
The lack will just make your loss all the more certain. And anything having to do with certainty is totally my bag.
だからこそより最悪な状況であなたが勝ってみせたなら。
And therefore, if you manage to win in this even worse situation,
それこそ私にふさわしい奇跡だわ。
that would be a miracle worthy of me.
そこまでして初めて私はあんたを許せる。
If, and only if, you can do that, I'll be able to forgive you.
Did Bernkastel set this up to create the circumstances for a miracle? Because she's the Witch of Miracles, she can actually make this happen. Uh-oh.
はい。
Yes!
必ずその奇跡をお目にかけてみせます。
I will surely show you that miracle!
で、切るわけねえだろ。
Jeez.
ケロカス。
Like hell you can, scum!
あんたにできるのは最悪のゲームに最悪の罰ゲーム。
All you can do is thoroughly expose your wretched self in a horrible punishment game.
さらに探偵宣言という唯一の武器まで取り上げられて、とことんまで惨めを晒して。
With your only weapon taken away from you.
それでもなお腹を見せながら私にじゃれついてこびてみせて。
And through it all, you'll still roll over playfully.
私を笑わせることだけよ、ゲロカス。
And beg to keep me entertained. Scum! Sounds like you're having fun. Am I getting in the way?
Gold butterflies gathered in the darkness and took the shape of Battler. Though he had just arrived, he seemed to know that the mood was dark.
あらバトラー。
Ah, Battler.
第一の方拝見させてもらったの。
I had a look at your first twilight.
なかなかの密室じゃない。
Quite impressive closed rooms.
あなたきっとベアトより才能あるわ。
I'm sure you're even more talented than Beato.
Bernkastel, you have a freaking grudge against Beatrice.
ベアトが過去に作った密室を焼き直しただけだ。
Oh god.
It's just a rehash of the closed rooms Beato made in the past.
その褒め言葉はベアトに対するものとして受け取っておく。
I'll take that to be a compliment for Beato.
Battler always turning it around! Look at him! Oh my god, look at him! Oh my god, Battler! He loves her so much! Seriously, Battler, oh my god!
エリカとの攻防もまずまずだったみたいじゃない？
Oh, it seems your fight with Erika wasn't bad either. Do you want to bone her next?
連続殺人は順調にいっちゃいそう？
Think your serial murders will move along smoothly?
さあな。
Who knows?
俺の役目は連続殺人を遂行することじゃない。
My role isn't to carry out serial murders.
その過程で貴様らに魔法以外では不可能な密室を提示して。
It's to use that process to shoot you closed rooms that are impossible without magic.
魔女側として勝利を収め、俺がこのゲームを完全に理解したことを証明することだ。
and thereby achieve victory for the witch side, and prove that I fully understood this game.
いや、もう一つあるな。
No. There's one more thing.
何？
What?
前回、互角の死闘を演じたエリカとの決着をつけるためさ。
To settle things with Erika, after that evenly matched duel we acted out last time.
バトラー。
Battler!
互角。
Evenly matched. Berncastle noticeably grimaced. Erika inverted her eyes and hung her head timidly.
お前の言い分は分かってる。
I know what you'd like to say.
あんなのは引き分けじゃない。
That wasn't a draw.
勝てて当然だから、あれは負けも同然だと、そう言いたいんだろ。
We should have won easily, so it counts as a loss.
あらやだ。
Oh, hey.
盗み聞きなんて性格悪いわよ。
It's not polite to eavesdrop.
鏡見ろ。
Look at a mirror.
お前らの顔に書いてある。
It's written all over your faces. God damn it, Berncastle, you keep making that freaking cringe face. It's freaking pissing me off.
Oh, no way. Where? Hey, what's going on? I love playing a dum-dum.
バカには見えないマジックで書いてあるとか言ったら殺す超殺す。
If you tell me it's written in ink only morons can't see, then death, super death for you, Ultra Deluxe Pro Tournament Death! Super Death Alpha Turbo Championship Edition Death!
Lambda Delta pulled a mirror out of thin air, then looked at it and jumped around angrily. She was apparently pretending to be stupid in her own special way. Yup. Erika.
何ですか?
What is it?
前回のお前とドラノールの赤と青の猛攻、見事だったぜ。
That final fierce attack you and Dolanor made in the last game was spectacular.
どうも。
Thanks!
今回はドラノールはどうした?
What happened to Dolanor this time?
お前一人なのか?
Are you by yourself?
いいえ。
No.
ここに控えております。
I have been waiting here. Dolanor had just been standing around in reserve, hiding her presence in the dark shadows.
まあ、赤きたちが使えないドラノールなんて役立たずのただのゲロカス。
Well, but she can't use her red longsword! Dolanor is just useless scum!
いても役に立たないので引っ込めてますが。
There's no point having her around, so she's hanging back! Erika, you stupid bitch. You said you loved me. Well, I take it back! If you're not useful to me, then you're just trash!
今の私にできるのはエリカ教の推理の初期だけです。
All I can do now is record Lady Erika's reasoning.
どうしてお前も共に戦わない?
Why won't you fight with her?
なぜあの赤いたちが使えない?
Why can't you use that red longsword?
エリカの推理とお前の立場。
Erika's reasoning and your longsword.
それらが組み合わさってこそのあの強さだったはず。
Those were strong because they worked together. Dolanor didn't answer. She just glanced at Berncastle's expression for an instant. However, that glance was the same as a clear answer to Battler now. Battler fully recognized the situation.
お前か。
You.
エリカに探偵宣言をしないように言ったのは。
You're the one who told Erika not to use the detective proclamation.
あら、何のこと?
Uh-huh. I don't know what you're talking about.
これは俺とエリカの戦いだ。
This fight is between me and Erika.
俺たちは全力で戦う。
We're gonna fight with all we've got.
だから勝ちも負けも受け入れられる。
That way, we'll be able to accept it whether we win or lose.
貴様のような黒幕は不要だ。
There's no need for a mastermind behind the scenes like you.
黒幕なんてひどいわね。
Come now. I'm no mastermind. I mean, I did orchestrate this whole thing and kill Beatrice and basically manipulate you like a puppet during the entire question arcs, but mastermind? No.
私はただの退屈しのぎの感激者じゃない。
I'm just a theater goer, trying to relieve her boredom.
感激者ってのは客席で静かに見てるやつのことだ。
A theater goer is someone who sits quietly in the stands and watches.
お前のように舞台にヤジを飛ばし出演者を脅迫したり操ったりするようなやつのことを言わない。
That's not what we call someone who jeers at the stage and threatens or manipulates the performers.
マナーのない客で申し訳ないわね。
Sorry for being an ill-mannered audience.
あんたは知らないだろうけど、私はこの芝居を見るためにすでに高い入館料を払ってるのよ。
You might not know it, but I've already paid a huge admission fee to watch this play.
悪いけど、それに見合う分勝手に楽しませてもらうわ。
I wonder what she's referring to. Was it what happened in Higurashi? Sorry, but I intend to enjoy it until I get my money's worth.
進行を邪魔するならゲームマスター権限でお前をこのゲーム上から追放することもできるんだぜ。
If you get in the way of the game's progression, I can use my authority as the GM to boot you out of this game. Hear me? Hear me, Burncastle? You are this close. This is your warning. You are going to get banned from the server if you do that again.
したければどうぞ。
If you want to, go ahead. I'll just make a new account.
私を追放するなら、エリカは私の駒だから持って帰るわ。
If you chase me out, then I'll head back with my piece, Erika.
今回のゲームはお流れで、あんたは真相に至ったことを証明できなくなる。
This game will be cancelled, and you won't be able to prove that you've reached the truth.
感激者は観測者。
A theater goer is an observer.
観測者なき真実は幻想と同じ。
A truth with no observers is the same as an illusion.
あんたはベアとのゲームを終えるために感激者という立ち会い人を欠かせないのよ。
Sorry, lover boy. You need a theater goer as a witness until Beato's game ends.
俺たちの真実は俺たちだけで通用すればいい。
Oh my god! 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 I love when he says stuff like this.
Our truth only needs to pass between the two of us.
これ以上邪魔をするなら有無を言わさず追放する。
If you get in the way any further, I will boot you out by force.
そして次の暇つぶしが見つかるまで何百年も退屈にのたうち回るといいぜ。
Then you can writhe around in boredom for a few centuries until you find another way to kill time.
じゃあそうすれば。
Then go ahead and do that.
エリカ、ゲームはおしまいよ。ご苦労様。
Erika, this game is over. Good work.
あんたはつくづく使えない駒だったわ。
You were completely useless.
敗北の汚名を返上できなかったんだから。あんたは約束通り最悪のかけらにぶち込んで。
I agree with Ramsh. The Nipa in episode 2 is more than enough evidence for a direct connection. Like, not to mention what I've seen in the manga, we literally have a direct flashback to her in Higurashi, complete with the seeing another character with her. That is very closely connected to the character that she's connected to in Higurashi. Doing my best not to spoil Higurashi here. Like, I don't know how much more that can... Like, there's no further way to prove that, seriously. And if you've ever... You need to read Saikoroshi, and you'll totally see that, like, it's pretty clear. As you weren't able to overturn the dishonor of your loss, so as promised, I'll throw you into the worst fragment.
忘却の深淵に空っぽのポップコーンのバケツと一緒に放り込んであげる。
I'll toss you into the depths of oblivion with the empty popcorn buckets! Like, even Okanogi, Vince. Like, Okanogi's there too. My master! I will win! I'll win no matter what! So, please, let me fight Battler until the end! I don't want to lose and get thrown into the depths of oblivion! Like, not to mention, I would say Amakusa, like, was specifically... Like, Amakusa was even added into... Well, I don't want to say it, but, like... Ah, jeez. Ramsh, if you want to see my Sakonia playthrough, I think Okanogi has a role in Sakonia far bigger than either Higurashi or Umineko. I think Okanogi has a much bigger role in Sakonia than either of these two, honestly. Let me fight Battler until the end! I don't want to lose and get thrown into the depths of oblivion! You know I want to watch until the end, right? But Battler says he'll toss me out. Hey, what'll you do, Lambda? It feels like that I have a bad feeling about this. They're trying to get Battler to be sympathetic, it feels like, and make some kind of concession for Erika. Battler, I think they're trying to manipulate you here. I think they're trying to get him to make some concession for Erika.
Oh, well, I realized you've been irritated since the last game, Birdie Burns. But calm down a bit. And Battler, don't provoke Bernie Burns so much. This kid can't control her emotions sometimes.
Shut up! Who can't control her emotions? Berncastle, who had never shown any expressions at all at one point in time, was now twisting her face into all kinds of displeased and ugly shapes. When Lambda Delta made fun of that, Berncastle clicked her tongue and looked away. As they say, nothing can stop poison but poison. Apparently, Lambda Delta was the only one who could rein Burncastle in.
エリカはバトラと戦って汚名を返上してペルンのご機嫌が取りたいんでしょ
Oh, Erika, you want to fight Battler? Clear your name and get burned back into a good mood, right?
Yes!
バトラは真実に至ったことを証明する最後のゲームを
Battler, you want to quickly and neatly end this final game.
きっちり綺麗に終えたいわけでしょ
See that you can prove you found the truth, right?
そうだ。
Yeah.
これは俺とエリカの一騎打ちだ。
This is a face-off between me and Erika.
俺の邪魔だけじゃない。
I won't let anyone get in my way.
エリカに対する邪魔も俺は許さない。
But I won't let anyone get in Erika's way either. Battler! It really feels like Battler is being manipulated here. I'm sorry, you guys. Battler. Battler. They're getting you to feel sorry for Erika. Have you forgotten already how manipulative Burncastle is? She played you like a fiddle and got you to freaking go against Beatrice, who you know was good now the whole freaking time. Oh, God. Oh, God. God fucking damn it.
二人に戦う意志があるならそれを尊重するべきだわ
Oh, if both of them wish to fight, then that should be respected.
ベルンは私に任せて
Leave Bernie Burns to me. I know exactly how to get out all her kinks. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, I get it. Please don't elaborate.
不機嫌になったあの子をなだめられるのは世界で私だけだから
I'm the only one in the world who can calm that kid when she gets in a bad mood.
お前
Calm.
もあいつの同類ではあるが、まだ話が通じるな。
You're the same sort as her, but at least you could be reasoned with.
あまり私を舐めないで
You shouldn't underestimate me.
Oh yeah, James. Somewhere deep in his heart, he knew.
Do you know how friggin' godlike powerful I am? Seriously? Seriously? Beatrice fucked with me, and now she's friggin' brain dead. I could do much, much worse to you. Don't fuck with the LD.
私はベルンの歪む顔が好きなの
I just like seeing Burns' cringe face. It turns me on.
それを見せてくれるあんたのゲームを気に入ってるだけ
That's why I've taken a liking to this game of yours.
扱いやすい相手なんて思ってると大やけどじゃ済まないわよ
If you think I'm easy to handle, you'll have to get burned. Okay?
ドラノールが赤きたちを使えないのは探偵宣言がないからよ
Donor can't use a red longsword because the detective proclamation hasn't been made.
エリカがそれを出せばすぐにもあの力を取り戻すわ
If Erika makes it, she'll regain her power right away. Right?
Yes.
その時はご容赦
When that happens, forgive me.
エリカ、
Erika.
なんです
What?
探偵宣言を出せ。
God damn it, Battler! Fucking hell, you just got played.
I thought you were better than this, Battler. I thought you were better than this. Fucking hell, Battler. Oh my god, I swear, you know, I could totally be wrong, but I think they massively just played him. This was, oh god, this is a standard liar's trick. Oh god, they just forced him to come up with it on his own. God damn it, Battler!
Make the detective proclamation.
They're freaking taking advantage of his good heart.
嫌です。
No!
今の俺に探偵権限なしで本気で勝てると思ってるのか
Do you really think you can beat me as I am now without the detective's authority?
勝てますとも。
I can win!
バトラー卿、
Lord Battler.
エリカ卿もまた駒です。
Lady Erika is herself a piece.
主の命には背けません。
She cannot disobey her master's orders.
できるのは許された力を全うし、視力を尽くすだけです。
All she can do is gather the powers she has and fight for survival.
ドラノールの力は探偵宣言がないと全くダメなのか
Battler has too good of a heart. Oh god.
And Dolanor, your power can't be used at all without the detective's proclamation?
石剣は抜刀に許可が必要です。
I need permission before unsheathing the red key.
その申請条件の一つが探偵宣言です。
One form of that permission is the detective proclamation.
探偵宣言以外にその許可を得る方法はないのか
Are there any other ways of getting that permission?
あんた、何を言ってるんですか
What are you saying?
私に情けをかけるつもりなら大きなお世話です。
If you're doing this out of pity for me, that's none of your business!
黙れ
Quiet.
お前一人じゃ手応えがなさすぎて退屈なんだよ
You're so flimsy by yourself that it's boring.
探偵でない探偵は黙ってろ
Be quiet, detective who isn't a detective.
石剣は赤き真実と限りなく近い存在です。
The red key is infinitely similar to the red truth.
真実が与えられれば、その件についてのみ抜刀が許されます。
If and only if I am given a truth, I am permitted to draw my sword for items that pertain to it. Totally, the thing is, Battler was able to find the truth without a detective proclamation. So Erika is just fighting on the same level as Battler. So in fact, it's the exact opposite. If she wins in this, it'll prove that she was not as good as Battler and needed a handicap to win. That Battler did not need.
真実とは
What do you mean by a truth?
例えばですが、エリカ卿のガムテープの封印です。
For example, there are Lady Erika's packing tape seals.
あああれか
Ah, those.
あの封印はすでにベルンカステル卿によって赤き真実と同等の価値があると認められています。
Lady Berncastle has already acknowledged that those seals are equivalent in value to the red truth.
よって封印に関わる真実に限っては石剣の抜刀が許されます。
I just realized it says Erika Ferrudo and Frederica Berncastle. Interesting. Therefore, I am permitted to draw the red key, at least for truths pertaining to those seals.
前回散々苦しめられたからな
Those caused me a lot of trouble last time.
今回は粘着力のあるガムテープを ゲーム版から全て取り除かせてもらった。
So I had all the sticky packing tape removed from the game board this time around.
見事な一手です。
A splendid move.
エリカは探偵と名乗ることに誇りを持ってた。
Erika was proud to be able to call herself the detective, wasn't she?
はい。
Yes.
謎を無責任に暴くだけが目的とはいえ、彼女には誇りです。
Though her only goal was to irresponsibly solve riddles, it was a matter of pride for her.
それが宣言できないってのはかなり悔しいことだろうな。
Then she must really be suffering now that she can't make that proclamation. God damn it, Battler!
それを当人以外が語ることはできません。
Only she could tell you that. Battler took a deep breath, then hung his head in thought for a time. Erika was his enemy, but she was the player on the human side, and without her there would be no game. It had been the same with the old Beato. Battler had one-sidedly viewed Beato as an enemy. However, though Beato had thought of him as her opponent, she hadn't considered him an enemy on a personal level. In accordance with the rules, I must fight my rival ruthlessly. However, that doesn't mean I need to hate Erika herself. I won't misunderstand Beato's game.
Erika.
Erika.
探偵宣言を出さないのはお前の勝手だ。
You're free to choose not to make a detective proclamation.
だからお前はお前の人間としての力だけで勝手に戦え。
In that case, go and fight with just your power as a human.
最初からその覚悟です。
I've been prepared to do that from the start!
しかしお前には優秀な仲間がいる。
However, you have talented allies.
ドラノールにガートルード、コーネリア、
Dolenor, Gertrude, and Cornelia.
お前は一人じゃない。
You aren't alone.
仲間がいる。
You have allies.
頼りたくても何の力もないゲロカスの役立たずですが。
Well, yeah, but they're unreliable, powerless, and useless scum!
ドラノール、
Dolenor.
かつての俺がワルギリアやロノウェに支えられたようにエリカにもまた支えがいる。
Just like how I was supported by Virgilia and Renove in the past, Erika needs support as well.
人間側が辛いことは俺も何度も経験してよく知ってる。
I know from repeated experience that playing for the human side is tough.
はい。
Yes.
持てる力の限りで補佐します。
I will assist her with all the power I possess.
金系了解するものなり。
Understood.
金系職務であると知りたまえ。
Know that it is our job.
赤き真実も使えないくせに。
And you can't even use the red truth.
エリカ、
Erika.
お前でなくこの仲間たちに力を与える。
I will give power not to you but to your allies.
は何の真似ですか？
What do you think you're doing?
お前の情けなんて死んでも受けません。
I'd rather die than receive your pity.
ドラノール、ガートルード、コーネリアで3人。
3 people. Dolenor, Gertrude, and Cornelia.
エリカ、
Erika.
お前に例のガムテープの封印を3部屋分許す。
I'll let you use 3 rooms worth of those packing tape seals. To fully seal one room, multiple seals would be needed to cover all the doors and windows. If he had said 3 seals, it would have been fully possible to seal only 1 room at best. So Battler was generous and limited them by room instead of by seal.
バトラ卿
Lord Battler.
この封印には赤き真実と同じ効果があることを俺もゲームマスターとして認める。
As the game master, I also acknowledge that these seals have the same effect as the red truth.
そうすればそれを根拠とする戦いではお前もあの赤いタッチを振り回せるようになるはずだ。
This way you'll also be able to wield that red longsword in a fight surrounding those.
そうだな。
Right?
はい
Yes,
しかしよろしいのですか
but are you certain?
探偵未満のエリカに勝ってもこんなの勝利じゃねえ。
Winning against Erika when she's less than a detective is hardly a victory.
エリカがレートを上げるなら俺にだって上げる権利があるはずだぜ。
If Erika's upping the stakes, then I should have the right to do the same.
ヒューンおっとこまえ
What a man!
よかったじゃないエリカ
Aren't you lucky, Erika?
これで探偵宣言を出して主の機嫌を損ねずに多少はあんたも赤が使えるようになったわ
Now you can use a bit of red without making the detective proclamation on irritating your master.
後悔しますよ
You'll regret this!
この3回の封印が
I'll use
あなたを殺しますから
these 3 sails and kill you! I'll kill you to death! No matter what! Or I,
上等だ。
Erika, am not the greatest detective who ever lived!
Perfect.
来いよ。殺しに。
Come to kill me.
Though it was only for 3 rooms, it was a red truth that Erika had desperately wanted. Now she finally had enough leeway to fight as she pleased. She ground her teeth at being pitied by Battler, but her tears were not those of shame.
了解です
Understood.
3部屋分の封印のガムテープを受領いたします
3 rooms worth of packing tape seals. Accepted.
その受領ですがエリカ卿がミセス熊沢から粘着力なきガムテープを受領した時点に遡っての受領でよろしいですか
Regarding this matter, should we consider them as being accepted retroactively, back when Lady Erika received the non-sticky packing tape from Mrs. Kumasawa? Erika had borrowed packing tape from Kumasawa to make seals with. However, Battler had made it so those weren't sticky. If he ruled that there had never been any problem with the stickiness of that packing tape, the transition could be made smoothly.
ああ、いいだろう。
Sure, that's fine.
物語を書き直す。
I'll rewrite the tale.
初日の深夜にエリカが熊沢さんからもらったガムテープは封印可能な粘着力を持っていたが
The packing tape that Erika received from Kumasawa-san late at night was sticky.
3部屋分しかない残りわずかなものだった
But there's only enough left to use on 3 rooms.
これを今から適用する
I'll apply that from here on out.
了解しました
Understood.
エリカ卿も遡り第一の段発覚以前の段階からその権利の行使が可能だったものとして行動の修正を行います
Lady Erika will also retroactively adjust her movements, starting before the discovery of the first twilight, and taking into account that the application of its privilege is now possible.
ゲーム進行に抵触する部分が発生し次第、ゲームマスターにご報告申し上げます。
As soon as these changes affect the progression of the game, they will be reported to the Game Master.
事件がどの部屋で起こったかを知ってからの遡りか。
Letting you do it retroactively, even though you know which rooms the crimes will occur in?
かなり有利な話だな。
That gives you a pretty big advantage.
無駄な部屋を封印しなくて済むんだから。
You won't have to waste tape on other rooms.
ゲームマスターになったら随分とおごるようになったのね。
It seems you've grown quite arrogant since becoming a game master.
楽しいでしょ?
Isn't it fun?
無様な対戦相手に施しをするのは。
To give out charity to your pathetic opponents.
黙れ。
Quiet.
そして勘違いするな。
And don't misunderstand.
これはおごりでも甘やかしでもない。
I'm not being arrogant or soft here.
エリカ、これを武器に本気で来い。
Erika, use this weapon and come at me with all you've got.
だからこそ俺も本気で叩き潰してやる。
Oh, and don't misunderstand. I'm not being arrogant or soft here. Erika, use this weapon and come at me with all you've got. Then I'll crush you with all I've got.
だから胸を張ってこの3回を行使しろ。
So hold your head up high and use those 3. Do you know how close I am to the chapter break?
以上だ。
That is all. Battler made to leave the room with a flick of his cape. As he did, he thought he heard Erika let out a strange voice, calling him to a stop.
なんだ?
What is it?
用がないなら行く。
If you have no business with me, I'm going.
ドラノールとよく相談しろ。
Make sure you talk with Dolanor.
あのムカつく魔女どもには何を言われても耳を貸すな。
Really, there's that much left in the episode apparition? In the chapter? Damn. Don't listen to those obnoxious witches. Whatever they tell you.
このゲーム版の上にいる限り、あいつらに好き勝手はさせない。
As long as I'm on the game board, I won't let them do whatever they please. There's a good stopping point soon. That's good.
ありがとう。
Thank you.
ありがとう。
Thank you.
私、本気で戦います。
I'll fight with all I've got.
全力で戦いますから。だから、絶対お前をやっつけますから。
I'll come at you with all my strength. So I'll defeat you no matter what.
だから、もしも私に勝つときは。
So if you do what against me,
叩き潰してください。
please crush me with all your strength.
お願いだから、塵一つ。
Please
残さないで。
don't leave a scrap behind.
分かった。
Understood.
だからお前も俺に手加減するな。
And don't you go easy on me.
これは最後のゲームなんだ。
This is the final game.
俺がベアトに真実に至ったことを証明するための。
I'm playing to prove to Beato that I've reached the truth.
俺たちの勝敗はもはやそれを左右しない。
By now, who wins and who loses doesn't affect that goal.
だからこれは純粋に公敵視と認めたお前と決着をつけたいという気持ちなんだ。
So I just want to accept you as a rival and settle this.
ゲームの上では敵として全てを疑え。
In the game, let's suspect each other over everything as enemies.
だがプレイヤー同士としては信頼しろ。
But as fellow players, let's trust each other.
それがゲームのマナーだ。
That's how this game is supposed to be played.
Yes!
ありがとう。
Thank you!
ありがとう。
Thank you!
Battler melted into the darkness, became a cloud of gold butterflies, and vanished. Erika remained behind, sobbing.
I fucking knew it! I fucking knew it! I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. Just kidding! It was me, Erika Furuno, the greatest liar of all time! I fucking knew it! Jeez, you're a dim, stupid man! My god! Beatrice must be like a morosexual or something! Seriously! You totally fell for it and gave me the tape! Which I even have a sprite of! I fucking knew it! I fucking knew it! I actually called something! Furuno Erika! Packing tape! The greatest taper who ever lived! It was hard to imagine that the person— oh, it was hard to imagine that the person who had been sobbing pathetically and this person now were the same. That's how vile her face contorted to be. Two witches were also cackling with ugly smiles.
Oh, I totally understand. When you become Game Master, it feels like you become God. And you get all sure of yourself.
It was the same for you, Lambda. Of course you'd lose after leaving a stupid mistake like walking corpses alone. Stupid Game Master, stupid mistakes, stupid pride, stupid losses, stupid battler, stupid everything!
Stupid losses, stupid battlers, stupid everything! There's a nice ring to it! Nice one, my master! Up top! Stupid battler, stupid everything, stupid battler, stupid everything! Baka 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 baka! Oh my god, nobody's gonna know that reference. Jeez. Oh god, that is a reference from the early days of anime.
バカバトラのやつ、本気でエリカが不利だと思ってるなら 本当にご愁傷様だわ。
If that stupid battler really thinks Erika's at a disadvantage, then I really pity him.
バカを殺すのに必要なのは探偵宣言じゃない。
A detective proclamation isn't what you need to kill a moron.
豆腐の角
Death by falling on a piece of tofu.
絹ごしですね。
And it'd have to be soft tofu too! Ah!
それにコチュジャンを乗せればワインのつまみにぴったりだわ。
Add some gochujang chili paste and you've got a snack. That'd go great with some wine!
No, Ramsh, there's a song. There's an image song for a character called Akane from a very old anime called Ranma 1/2. And it's a song she sings that's called the Baka song. And she goes, baka 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 baka! Like, basically the song is like with only a few exceptions, most of the lyrics in the song are Baka, and it's with a hard rock sound to it. I don't know if anybody could find it, but that's why it's mega old, because I am ancient. That's why I know this. Add some gochujang chili paste, and you've got a snack that'd go great with some wine. The three giggled together. It had all been an act to get the packing tape for the seals from Battler. I, Erika, have the power of flex tape! Foolish Battler! Even though the packing tape that had tormented him so much in the last game was unusable in this one, he had fallen for Erika's act, and she had gotten what she wanted, though just 3 rooms worth. Yes, Void Dweller, I am 35 years old. The illusion that Erika had an overwhelming disadvantage was just an act. A trap to trick Battler and made him hand over the packing tape.
これで完璧にバトラーを殺せます。
Hello Marvin, hello Beatrice, welcome to the stream. Hello Sailor Moon, oh wow, everybody's coming out of the woodwork here. With this I can kill Battler perfectly! Do not underestimate the power of flex tape!
あいつの間抜けな密室などとっくにネタは割れてるんですから。
I figured out this pathetic closed rooms long ago! A perfect closed room! Janice!
私が本当に完璧な密室ってやつを見せて差し上げますから。
I'll show you a real perfect closed room! I, Erika Ferrudo, the greatest room closer of all time!
そのためのとどめの武器を自ら進呈してくれるなんて嬉しくて涙が出ます。
And I can almost cry for joy at the fact that you gave me the weapon that'll finish you! My master, Lady Lambda Delta! Thank you so much for going along with this act!
Oh, it was fun. No need to thank me.
Plus, it wasn't an act. I really do hate you.
Berncastle said something that was probably disturbing, but in her good mood, Erika didn't care a bit. That pudding for brains moron thinking he'd done something so noble. I'll make you regret it! Alright! Let's use these seals at our leisure! You did great too, Dolador! Thanks for going along with my master plan!
It seems that Battler trusts you! So he believed every word you said!
まさか両親が痛むとか言い出しませんよね。
Oh, don't tell me your conscience is hurting! You know what side you're on!
殺人人形の分際で。
You little murder doll! Oh, you precious little thing, aren't you?
Oh, goddammit, I skipped the line.
いいえ。
No. Oh, it was just that, okay. Dolinor looked at Erika in a slightly lonely way. Then, after shaking her head slightly, her gaze turned hard, and she looked at the darkness Battler had disappeared into.
手加減なしの真剣勝負と分かっているはずなの。
He should have known that this was a no-holds-barred fight.
愚かなりバトラ教。
How foolish, Lord Battler.
これは間違いなくあなたのおごりです。
This is, without a doubt, the result of your pride. I really think it's more as a result of his good heart. He's too pure-hearted, really, ironically. In many ways. Beatrice would not have fallen for this. Oh, God.
Mr. Battler. これは命取りです。
Mr. Battler, this will be fatal. Fatal error.
まずはおめでとうかな、フルフル。
Is this a good place to stop? Is this the end of the chapter, or like how much would you say is left? Yeah, Dolinor was, oh god. I fucking knew that was a trick. Seriously. Battler, why would you trust Erika? Damn. They always have these little codas at the end of the chapters, don't they? I guess we're gonna continue with the love trials. Yeah, this is probably the point that James was thinking. You think there's 40 minutes left? Okay. So then I'll definitely stop this for now. For right here. If you think there's 40 minutes left. You guys, I had such a blast tonight. And what a time to end it, eh? What a time to end it. On that freaking... Oh my god. Battler, what are you doing, man? Seriously. Okay, I'm gonna stop here for tonight. God, the music is getting quite loud. Seriously, you guys, thank you so much for coming. You are all so amazing. I will see you in 2 days. 2 days from now. And where we continue. I think we're going to have the return of the love trials before Erika's evil plan goes into full force. So, I will say for now, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You're all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.